Awesome. Hey, what's up, Doom Days? Just posting the stream. There we go. All right, looks like we're good. Looks like we're good. Oh shoot. Let me get my water real quick. Hey, what's up, Bix? How you doing? Mm. It's crazy. We are actually on time. We're actually on time for a stream. Isn't that you see the progress? You see the progress? Let me see. Mm-hmm. Boom. In the message. All right, so what's happening, everybody? Can't believe it's on time. I know. I know. I literally said the same thing. I literally said the same thing. Um. So, what are you guys expecting? What do you think? What do you think is going to happen today? What are we about to? What form of peak are we about to see? Hey, what's up, Joji? How you doing? Okay. Yeah, so it's like 13 minutes. All right, that works. That works. Man. Yeah, so all right. This is about to be it, man. This is the finale, you know? I hope a lot is about to happen. So, do you think we're gonna? Who thinks we're gonna get? Uh, who thinks we're going to get? You know what? Let me put on some tunes. It's gonna be a little bit. It's gonna be some very specific tunes, but tunes nevertheless. Give me a second. Where is it? Bam. So this is like one of my. Yeah, here it is. I just like these. Okay. Hey, what's up, B-Star? Hoping for a teaser? That's what I'm wondering. Who thinks we're gonna get a teaser for 2.8? Hey, what's up, Baka? Alright, there we go. Okay, I think that's better. Oh man, honestly, I have low expectations, but I'm coping hard for a free character. Interesting. I wonder. Okay, so let me just give my opinion on it. I think if we get a free character, it needs to be a female character. I do not think that we need to get a free male character. I hope a lot is about to happen. Yeah, like I don't think it would be a good idea for us to get a free male character at all. We need to let these male characters sell so Kuro can see how well they do. Because otherwise, like, how are you gonna know? But realistically, if we do get a free character, it'll be Qiuyuan. I mean, yeah, which is why I don't think we're gonna get a free character. I don't really like it when people post stuff like that because it feels like people get their hopes up for nothing. Like, is this a leak or something? I don't think a free character is gonna happen until 3.0. Yeah, like 3.x. Hope they give a free Galbrena. It'll incentivize people to pull for Qiuyuan. Yeah, I just don't see it happening. But hey, I'm not against it if we find out that somebody's free. That's better for me because I can save. 3.0 teaser must be the game on the Game Awards probably. Well, we can get a teaser. I can see us getting a teaser and then getting an actual like longer teaser at the Game Awards. Hey, what's up, Eddie? Hey, live, bruh. I didn't even realize the stream was today, so this is a treat. Oh, nice. Nobody mentioned a free character. I don't care why people think it. Yeah, I don't know. Who's the one that spread the free character? Yeah, that's why I'm just like, I'm wondering. Yeah, I don't see it happening either. And no, there's no leaks about free characters. It's just pure copium. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna lie. Oh. Okay. It's here. It has arrived. Now, what are we looking at? Is this the new area? Are we walking up to the new area? It's like super slowly. At the pace of 10 minutes per meter. Yeah, I think this is the new area. This has definitely got to be the new area. I saw like on the side, it looked like those like tidal blight growths. Okay, but now it looks like we're actually just on a bridge. So kind of hard to say. Wait. Okay, I was wondering if this was music I heard before. We might get to use the new characters in 3.x. I don't think that's gonna happen. I really don't. Like, I think that they want to focus on they want to focus on the finale. I don't think they want to put us too far ahead in the future. Now, like I said, I could see at the very end like a small teaser, but characters, I don't see that happening. That's probably not going to happen until like 2.8, because 2.8 is likely going to be like a transition patch, you know, like in between 2.x and 3.0. So to me, it makes more sense like to increase the excitement and all that, to do that there. Wait, actually no, I see tidal blight. I see, oh no, and there's the sword. Okay, no, this is it. This is the new area. This is the new place. Yeah, this is definitely the new place. Yep. Isn't that what you see? Yeah. But yeah, I think we'll probably see the new characters during an interlude. Okay, here's my expectation in terms of like new characters. I expect to see, with the new stuff, and gosh, I really hope this is not true, to be honest. I'm gonna tell you what I want to see, and I'm gonna tell you what I think will happen. What I want is for when they announce the new characters, I want to see 2 males. That's what I want. What do I expect? I expect to see 1 male. However, I think it is still possible that we could get 2. It's just one of them would be a 4-star, and they don't seem to, at least it's kind of hard to say, because Renacita, we didn't get a single 4-star in Renacita at all, actually, which is insane. Unless Buling ends up being on one of the banners in the future, in the near future. We didn't get a single 4-star. But the idea is like, maybe, you know how they do like the teasers or whatever? So far, they've only been 5 stars, but like I said, we also haven't gotten any 4 stars. But if we do get a 4-star, it still stands to reason. So we might only see 1 guy, but then there's still the possibility that there could be a 4-star in the first half. So that's one of the things that I'm anticipating. Hey, what's up? How you doing, Eru? I don't mind a 4-star male character. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's a good, now we got Buling teaser. That'd be insane. Hey, appreciate you, Eru. Well, much appreciated. Well, they only put out Renacita characters at the end of 1.4. Oh, yeah, exactly. Hey, what's up, Space Creep? How you doing? Let's see. What's a 4-star? Oh my gosh. Praying we help a videos and he becomes one? Sheesh. I don't see it happening. I really don't. But, I mean, anything could happen, really. Anything could happen in all reality. God, you know something? Okay. Since we're talking about the future, let's talk about all the announcements, and there's still some other stuff we haven't even seen yet. like with like all the announcements that they have had so far for like the different games. Yeah, its model is too simple to be playable, like facially. So they'd have to improve it. I mean, it's not like it's impossible. I've seen Punishing Gray Raven make characters playable that were NPCs. But yeah, so this is my theory for Wuthering Waves and a lot of gachas going forward, especially with all the things we've been seeing with Tokyo Game Show, with like the changes in the space. I think it's possible that I don't think that Wuthering Waves is going to move away from gacha, but what I could see happening is one or two things. One thing is I could see, and I'll be curious what your thoughts on this are, right? Preparing for a whole lot of nothing. Chill. 100% character banner. Exactly. I think there's one or two things. Either we will get a lot more pools, because the thing is, like, and I look at like some of the other games like NTE and stuff like that. Like, not trying to be rude to NTE, and NTE has some, like, it has a lot of potential, honestly, if they clean some things up. But like, my point is, I think a lot of games coming out are likely going to start having 100% banners for the first copy, right? Your first copy is 100% guaranteed. After that, you get your 50-50 probably, but the first copy being guaranteed. The other option is they start, you know how they usually give like 10, like the 10 pools, right? Like the sign-in bonus 10 pools. Getting 2 of those a banner, or like two of those each banner, to make it essentially like to where it's not 100% cop guaranteed, but it makes pulling the character much easier because you're now getting like 20 extra pulls per patch or something like that. And maybe it could be more than that, but my point is they basically just make the gacha more generous, but by making it a login bonus, you are still ensuring that people are staying and playing the game. Because if it's 100%, it really doesn't matter. People can get that regardless. These are just some like potential ways that they could do it. I don't know about males. I think PGR doesn't release anyone new yet. I mean, I think Wanshi came out not too long ago, or at least on the EN side. I don't know about CN. Hey, Sylvan, how you doing? Always a pleasure to see you. Hope Qiuyuan actually appears in the finale and not some bridging story. I feel like he kind of has to. I mean, well, he doesn't have to, actually. The weird thing about Qiuyuan is we saw him up against a lot of TDs from Huang Long, and that's what I talked about one time. Like, the TDs that were in the little animated thing that he was a part of, those were jokers from like Jinzhou, Huang Long-esque areas, right? We haven't really seen those type of TDs like that in Septima outside of like, I want to say the Nightmare Nests, maybe, but I don't think those type of TDs were just casually around, if I'm remembering this correctly. Doing good? Nice. Hey, Silverberg, how you doing? Good to see you. Qiuyuan will be a new funny emote I'll add. Okay, this sounds like fun. Back before WUWA release, people were guessing the first copy of characters 100%, the future copies of 50-50 because of how it was in PGR. Yeah. Hey, how's it going, Basilex? Basilex? Why people complain about not revealing Chaos before 2.6? Like, no, 2.6 is the introduction of Chaos. They're introducing a new concept to the world without info dumping like 1.0. Yeah, Kaga, I saw that. I'm gonna be honest with you, because people were saying, well, why are we bringing this up without further explanations of it? I do understand that, but I think they're complaining about that, but I don't think that's what they're really complaining about. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that complaint is just a deeper complaint. Ooh, let's go, my boy. Let's go. All right now. Okay. All right. Okay. Going back, way back in time. Yo, Frolova said, they said, Frolova who? Frolova where? Oh, look who it is. Everybody's favorite Phoebe Choopy. Best design in the entire, like, Carlotta's design is one of the best designs in like gaming. And I 100% mean that, in gaming. Let's go, my girl Roshia. Bring it on, Brett. Let's go, baby. Bring it on. Of course, her eminence. Oh! Yo!
Do not mistake this for triumph, Galbrena. This battle will not end until one of us is dead.
Until one of us is dead. Who? What?
Let the gunshots ring.
Are her and that monster like at odds with each other, or does the monster consider itself a part of Galbrena? So they're talking about somebody else. Volume's a bit low. Thank you. That should be better. Let me know otherwise.
Hello， 漂泊者们，晚上好，欢迎来到明朝2.7版本前瞻通讯，我是主持人谢小豹。
She's pretty.
今天我将与2位策划一起为漂泊者们带来
That's a cool
明朝
name, Crescent.
2.7版本的游戏内容。那么，
I like her
漂泊
outfit
者
too.
们
It's
打个
very
招呼吧。
nice.
漂泊者们，晚上好，我是 Q 策划。
大家好呀，我是明朝项目组的策划
Luke,
西
I
瓜
see you.
很高兴参加这次前瞻通讯，可以与漂泊者们一起分享2.7版本的相关讯息。
终于，我们来到了2.7。听说在2.7版本中，我们将迎来黎纳西塔的最终章。那2位有没有什么最新爆料？
Weird dog, I know.
赶紧跟大家说说。之前我们可是看到了一个非常剑拔弩张的画面哦，究竟是怎么一回事呢？
这一幕确实是个信息量很大的画面，我们可以先给大家小小的透露一点。
Yeah, let's do it.
相信老朋友卡提西亚，我们已经很熟悉了。作为曾经的黎纳西塔圣女，她是岁主与明氏共同的共鸣者。而在卡提西亚的对面，展开黑色羽翼，手持双枪向着她发起攻击的，则是猎魔人加贝丽娜。猎魔人也就是专门狩猎残像的猎人。
狩猎残像和七丘的狩猎是一样的吗？
哎，不错的猜想。这一次呢，加贝丽娜要狩猎的目标非常特别，正是明氏。
那加贝丽娜为什么会对卡提西亚发起攻击呢？她到底是敌是友？我记得之前卡提西亚有提到过，她体内的力量已经开始失衡，倾斜于明氏的一侧。会不会就是因为这个，让许久未回到黎纳西塔的加贝丽娜对此产生了误会，进而出现了画面里的情况？
这个嘛，关于她的传说众说纷纭。也有人说，他虽然自称为猎魔人，但却被目睹过曾与诸多残像为伴，率领他们一同行军。我们也就不在此给大家剧透太多，一切缘由将在新版本里一一为大家介绍。
不过除此以外，我们还是有一些新型情报可以透露给大家。在2.7版本，我们将重新回到许久未见的拉古纳，再次与老朋友们相见。但目前的拉古纳与以往欢快的氛围截然不同。
是的，最近啊，很多拉古纳人都做起了一些奇怪的梦。虽说具体的梦境内容不尽相同，但在梦里，人们都梦见了同一个画面：黎纳西塔的覆灭。而在漂泊者带着匣子的疑问重返拉古纳时，似乎也遇到了类似的情况，以及还有很多奇怪的现象蔓延在拉古纳乃至七丘。黎纳西塔的确藏着某种我们尚未知晓的巨大秘密，或者是威胁。
哦，越来越扑朔迷离了。那么这一切究竟是梦境的预示，还是现实的倒影？黎纳西塔的命运之轮将驶向何方？接下来就让我们带着这些疑问，来看看全新版本 TV《暗潮僵硬的黎明》，找寻线索吧。
Do you all remember the cat when we first came to Renacida? Oh,
it should be enough. How much time has passed?
No path to take. No way to go.
Oftentimes it isn't hell that people fear. They fear fear itself. And that creates hell.
Ooh.
See you all in hell.
She better be able to fly. She better be able to fly. She better be able to fly. She's in the Namekian. Purple blood.
Little lamb, open your eyes, sharpen your claws. It's time we journey into the underworld.
You're welcome to try and stop me. But me, I'm not stopping this hunt anytime soon.
Okay. Nice, clean, clean. Oh! Bayonetta! She's Bayonetta? Okay, she's Bayonetta. Okay.
Tainted hellfire!
Devour them all!
By my trigger, enter Hell's Gate!
Scorched to ash!
Interesting.
You creatures lurking in the dark. I'll show you what the real darkness looks like.
Okay, this is definitely not Minnesota.
Off with you.
He drinks Drunken Swordmaster? Kuro went out for the homies?
Stars realigned.
Oh. Bro is like straight out of a wuxia,
Mandate
bro.
calls. Judgment falls.
Okay, that was clean.
Leviathan, I will deliver you her death.
Her death? Wait, what?
Protect the civilization capsule. That's what they're really after.
Wait, what? She's working with them?
Surrender now.
You're too late, defender of Huanglong. Beneath the dark tide, it stirs once more. All hope will be swept away. Annihilation. Right on time.
There's so much happening. There's so much happening. Yeah, videos just
版本 PV
bro
的确
got
给出很
VFX.
大的信息量啊，而且不得不说
Bro
哇
has
好多人啊
VFX，
大家都在这里集结了。
没错，与敌人的决战终于要来了。
Is videos
想来
gonna
还
be
是有些感
playable?
慨的。自2.0版本，我们来到黎纳西塔，一路上真的经历了很多啊。
是的，从踏进拉古纳城的那天开始，我们走过了拉古纳城、尼乔利群岛、阿维纽林神学院，再进入七丘征战大决
Oh
斗
my
赛，
gosh.
并参与了七丘狩猎。一路上，
budget
我们
went
认
up
识了
for
很多
sure.
伙伴，并与他们一起留下了
They
种
straight
种难
gave
忘的经历。
videos
在之前呢，
VFX.
我
That's
们成功拿
crazy.
到了罪主英白拉多留下的文明
Discoid.
之匣。
Yep. Civilization
但黎纳西
capsule.
塔
Interesting.
水面之下的阴影也一直没有彻底的解决。明示利维亚坦的阴谋仍在黑暗中不停侵蚀着文明。黎纳西塔需要一个彻底的了结。
而作为黎纳西塔的完结篇
Final active，
我们将在
reseal
2.7版本暗潮将硬的黎明中，
Tides
与一路相伴的伙伴们一起直面黎纳西塔最终的危机。而利维亚坦所创造的巡游天国，这座在黑潮世界的尽头
Edge of the
悬浮的
dark
巨大天国，将成为我们的最终战场。除此以外，相信大家也在
You
PV
all
中
know
注意
some
到
new
了一个
face
新
in the
的面孔。
trailer?
等很久了，就等你们说了。看他的装束，应该是来自黄龙的剑客。
不错，这位神秘的剑客
This mysterious
来自
swordsman is
黄龙，
indeed from-
名为
Oh, so
球
he
员，
came to
他也为
Reseda.
挑火者带来了一份意
Wait,
想
did he
不到
come
的祝福。
here
据球员所
through
说
like
呀，
Scar's
他是受
portal?
明廷命令追捕逃犯而来。不过黄
He
龙
looks
至黎纳西
cool.
塔长路漫漫，
He looks
他究
really
竟遇
cool.
到了什么，发生了什么，也将在2.7版本中为大家逐步展开。在2.7版本中，潮汐任务第2章第10幕
Bygone
已逝的
shall always return.
必将归来。潮汐任务第2章第11
Dawn
幕
breaks on
暗
dark
潮
tides.
僵硬的黎明
Wait, y'all act
将于
like
10月9日开放。黎纳西塔明示复苏，黑潮爆发，漂泊者将与伙伴们一起直面黑潮，向明示发起最后
one
的冲
last
锋。
battle. Okay.
此外，幕间潮汐趣闻
Segue straight
独在
to
异乡
the
为异客将于10
Segue
月
after
30日开
story.
放。
Interesting.
漂泊者可以从神秘的黄龙剑客球员的视角
So it's like a
了解
companion
这场
quest,
决战
essentially.
更多的细节。除此之外，还会洞悉一
Yeah,
些
the story is never
不曾
told
为人
before.
所知的故事。
So we're
暗
gonna
潮
meet
将
him
至，
in
黎
Reseda,
明将起，
but then we're gonna get a
漂泊者
story
们
that tells
一起见
about
证黎纳
like
西塔
what
的终
happened
章
in
吧。
Hong Long.
那么接下
That's
来关
dope.
于全新共鸣者的情报，想必两位已经
That's
准备
dope.
好了吧？
当然。不
Terminal
过在
skins?
此
Oh
之
shoot,
前，
you
我们
right?
先
I
给
think I
漂
did
泊
see
者们
that.
送上本次前瞻通讯的
Okay,
第
first
一个
redemption
兑换
code.
码
We'll
吧。
have these in the
请大家
Discord if
在
you
兑
would
换
like to
码
join
有
our
效期
Discord.
内，
Exclamation
在
point
游戏内
Discord.
设置界面
And
进行
we'll
兑
have
换
that。in the Wither Wave section. Okay, wow, that was so much. That was a lot. Kuro leave a lot of old stuff in files. His drop is still in game.
Hello， 漂泊者们，欢迎回来。那接下来话不多说，首先为大家介绍的是勇火恒然的恶魔，也是猎魔人加贝丽娜。
No, so he's gonna first be in. It seems like he's gonna be in the Renacida story, but then he's gonna move. The segue after story will go back to Huang Long. We didn't even see this thing in her gameplay, by the way. I'm pretty sure there's stuff they didn't show us.
冷酷飒爽，干净利落，是加贝丽娜给别人的第一印象。而她身上那个标志性的单侧羽毛披肩，在特定情况下可以转变为展开的翅膀。
它的翅膀上还有火焰在熊熊燃烧呢。另外，它的身侧边还跟着一只残象。
他身边的这只残象名为
Chimera. Okay, exactly what I thought.
说到它的来头，可不小。
没错。利维亚坦会拙劣地模仿碎主为回音生物塑形的行为，为自己创造忠诚的眷属。而奇美拉正是由利维亚坦融合了狮子、羊、蛇这3种不同原型的强大残像频率，创造出的第一只黑潮造物。至于它为何与加贝丽娜同行
我知道了。再次需要让大家亲自去揭开。
It looked like Galbrena was working with the false sovereign. That's the crazy part.
加贝丽娜是七丘人，小时候曾被黑潮吞噬，在漫长的与黑潮造物厮杀的时间里，她拥有了吞噬残像的能力，但也因为吸收了过多的残像，她的身体也产生了变化，身上常被黑潮污染的火焰。不只是羽毛，它能令自己的火焰附着于任何部位，化身被诅咒和烈焰包裹的猎杀者。
说起来，或许正因如此，身负恶火的他，有时也会需要吃一些喜欢的冰激凌来降降温。
他就这样突然掏出了冰棒，大口吃了起来。
狩猎残像要干脆利落，吃冰棒也要趁热为化。
他肩膀上那个是？
这个嘛，也需要漂泊者们跟随剧情揭晓啦。加贝丽娜是一名热熔属性的5星共鸣者，使用配枪作为武器。加贝丽娜的心性坚韧，得益于曾在七丘习得的武艺，她的战斗技强大，并且她可以利用奇美拉的能力进行战斗。在战斗中，加贝丽娜有着强大的战斗技巧，可以将枪械放置在她身体的不同部位并开枪。另外，她还可以将吸收过的残像力量转化为火翼，展现不同的攻击姿态。加贝丽娜还会使用特制的双管猎枪对敌人进行攻击。当她释放特定攻击命中敌人时，可以逐渐积累能量。当获取了足够的能量后，加贝丽娜可以释放强化攻击技能，转变形态。此时她全身燃起火焰，特定攻击时也会显现出实体羽翼，配合快速且强力的体术，让攻击变得更为凌厉。释放共鸣解放时，加贝丽娜会将奇美拉的力量存储入子弹中，对敌人射出强力一击。同时，被子弹击穿的地面会溢出能量，持续攻击敌人。而此时的敌人也会被能量所控制。血性果敢，招式狠厉。在与黑潮造物与无数残像中厮杀生存的加贝丽娜，毫不犹豫地选择燃尽自己的一切，只为把枪中的子弹精准地射入狙杀敌人的靶心。在 2.7 版本中，全新5星配枪光影双生也将同步上线。
居然是2把不同形态的枪，黑枪色泽冷峻深邃，白枪光辉炽热坚定，非常帅气。
这对拥有恶魔与天使印记的双形态手枪。枪体造型凌厉独特，枪身上的印记如呼吸般带动闪烁。黑白双枪唯有结合在一起，方能发挥最大的威力。而那永恒燃烧的异色火焰，也昭示着加贝丽娜与恶魔对抗的不惜决心。这对具有一定自我意识的活体武器，由加贝丽娜亲手铸造，能够与它相互感应，自动开枪。同时，为了契合自身的战斗风格，他还特意在枪身上铸造了锋利的刀刃，能够在不同战斗环境里为敌人带去致命伤口。当枪声响起时，异色的羽毛纷扬飘落，这是猎魔人降临的标志，意识对猎物终局已至的宣告。
是一把非常契合加贝丽娜的武器。不愧由他亲手铸造。
那么介绍完加贝丽娜，接下来就给大家介绍即将在 2.7 版本登场的另一位新共鸣者，浪迹不定的孤剑Qiuyuan吧。
Qiuyuan, let's go. The weapons look amazing. All right, my guy. Show me what you got, bro. Show me what you got, bro. That's crazy. Bro's a drunken swordsman.
绿竹入幽径，青罗拂行衣。关于球远的故事，我们已经期待很久了。
这就来给大家介绍，球远曾是黄龙鸣田政府司成员，以前的他是黄龙鸣田的剑，剑不出鞘则已，出鞘就要见血。而现如今，他已经脱离鸣田，独自行走于江湖之中，成为了一名浪迹江湖的剑客。
他看起来似乎有点少言寡语，而且眼睛看起来鲜少与我们对视。
没错，或许已经有漂泊者发现，球远生来双眼不能视物，但他却有心境相助，能透过心中具象化的竹林感知到外界的事物，勘破对手的心境和破绽。球员有着过人的武艺天赋，自幼跟随师傅在山林中修行。并能与竹林风物产生共鸣，万物皆入心间竹林。正所谓沉竹于胸，采竹为锋。有时他甚至不需要拔剑，一根清脆的竹枝就足够。
听起来就是江湖高手。他本人也如同竹子一般清冷坚毅。
哎，怎么到这个环节，大家都突然开始说些四字词语了？
情难自禁嘛。
对了。他所携带的这个竹竿上挂着的到底是什么呢？
它是黑色的竹壶里装的，是一种能够催动他共鸣力的药，据说是崇州一位江湖郎中所配，只在必要时才会饮用。
那这位竹林剑客在战斗时会有怎样的表现呢？快来为大家介绍一下吧。
球远是一名气动属性的五星共鸣者，使用的武器类型是训刀。球远剑术高超，曾经遍观鸣田，也少有敌手。其战斗招式潇洒老练，振幅沉静，一招一式皆融于水墨竹林之中。虽物不能视，但是敌人的一举一动，在他心中的竹影摇曳中动若观火。球员的剑术飘逸卓绝，以真化境。他身法飘逸，可以根据战斗时的情况来施展不同的共鸣技能。他可通过施展共鸣技能穿林打叶，使用身法向前方进行小范围的快速移动，若隐随身，利落的斩击沿途敌人。而当敌人较远时，球远则可以通过施展共鸣技能不辞远，让心中的苍竹由此现于世间。此时的他可凭借轻功踏竹而行，远距离的奔袭至敌人身后，挥剑斩击。在战斗中，他还会饮下刚刚所提及的竹壶中的能够催动他心境和共鸣力的药液。球远会根据饮下药液的量来逐步催动自身体内的心境之力，对敌人展开不同的强化攻击。当使用强化重击时，他可以完全释放心境能力。随着整片竹林的具象化，球远能够感知万事万物，并结合自身飘逸的轻功和卓绝的剑术进行大范围的攻击。球远对自身剑术极为自信，因此在战斗中招式收放自如。在出招间隙，他可在婆娑竹林间或以竹暂歇，或挑剑化形。释放共鸣解放时，周身竹林骤然静止。球远将催动心境之力，以墨为剑刃，对敌人斩出致命一剑。此时此刻，空间被劈开之处，漫天墨雨倾泻，色彩急速褪去，唯余剑身一抹青绿。
真是行云流水的战斗，每一个动作都带着翠竹的韧劲与剑意的锋芒，仿佛一幅挥毫泼墨的水墨长卷。
在2.7版本，我们也将推出一把全新的五星训刀，
beautiful as expected，
是和球远的气质非常相配的一把武器。
内敛的布袋剑鞘与精美素雅的剑身，很雅致的设计呢。
Oh my gosh, that's sick！
这柄沉静如渊的剑，使用了古老又特殊的工艺，铸造于崇州的山林之中，其上镶嵌着玉石与竹叶作为点缀。竹影婆娑，淡雅如玉。仿佛竹林素素之声萦绕耳畔，而当球员使用它战斗时，剑身玉石将绽放清辉，同时剑刃也将染上浓墨，而此时的球员也将在墨雾纵横中斩尽敌人。
采竹为锋，穿林打叶，希望这柄蕴藏着竹魂墨韵的剑在球员手中锋芒尽现。那么以上就是对2.7版本全新共鸣者加贝琳娜和球员的介绍。
Not right now, obviously, but I gotta go back because there was so much. I was trying to read the top and look at the bottom.
接下来关于即将展开最终决战的场所，我们也一定带来了一些新的情报吧。
没错，我们即将在2.7版本开放新区域三王峰。这是位于七丘桑古伊斯寿园最高处的山峰，因其独特的峰峦结构和3位英雄王造访的典故得名，被决斗士们视为心中的圣地。据传说，每一位英雄王都将在此完成最后的磨砺。此后，他们必将战胜命运，满载荣光。另外，除了这片新区域，我们还将随着剧情的发展，从三王峰前往明世创造的国度巡游天国。巡游天国是明世借由吸收黎纳西塔人的恐惧所构筑的虚假天堂。当明世汲取足够多的力量，便能让这个虚假的世界降临现实。实现自己的重生，并彻底将所有的黎纳西塔人变为他的傀儡。而我们也将在巡游天国进行最终的决战。同时，还有一个全新 COS 的4生骸也将在2.7版本中开放获取。除此之外，2.7版本也将推出全新的深海和鸣套装“焚雨猎魔之影”。漂泊者们可以在更新后前往全新的三王峰梦魇聚落，获取新生骸套装内的部分 COS 1和 COS 3生骸，分别是梦魇、绿绒蜥。梦魇、绿绒蜥、智行。
Qiuyuan, okay. Fake Kingdom Heaven. Oh wait, what? We sleeping? Do you heal or something?
梦魇、四眉菇、智行。
Baby Rorschach. All right, yep.
好的，是时候为漂泊者们带来本次前瞻通讯的第2个兑换码啦。
Oh my gosh.
好的，请
I
漂泊
need
者
to
们
go
查
back
收
to
这个即时
everything
进
we
入游
just
戏
saw.
兑换领取哦。
I need to
稍
go
后
back to
会
the
为各位漂泊
trailer.
者带来新
I
版
need
本
to
活
go back
动
to see these
以及
characters'
系统优
kits.
化的相关情报。
Yeah, Qiuyuan probably. Yeah. No one is gonna use that. I know. Not in the main slot anyway.
漂泊者们，欢迎回来。那
Cinematic
么，
with
请
the
先为漂泊者
three
们介绍
here,
下
the three, yeah.
2.7版本角色和武器换取的具体信息吧。
Throw us off. Throw us
在
off and say
2.7版本
Qiuyuan's
更新后
first.
全新五星共鸣者加贝丽娜的活
I
动
want
换取
them to say like, oh, by the way, Qiuyuan's
将
first.
会率先开启。漂泊者们可以从中换取猎魔人
Oh
加贝
my
丽娜，
gosh.
与他一同猎杀黑潮造物。
As much as I
此
do,
外，
I'm
五
excited
星
about
共鸣者
Galbrena.
路帕的
Hey,
活
Lupa's
动换
coming
取
back.
胜利为我喝彩也将同步开启。
Nice.
同时，全新五星配枪光影双生
Bro,
以及五星长
put
刃
variation.
焰痕的活动换取
Put
也将
variation on the
同期
weapon
开
banner,
启
you cowards.
在以上换取活动结束后，
When's the last
全
time we
新
see
五星共鸣者
variation?
求远的活动换取镌刻不知身近远将会开启。
Sheesh, man.
漂泊者们可以从中换取
You watched
来自
the Prince of
黄龙的
Egypt?
剑客求远，与他一起侠行此间，遍览江湖。
What'd you think?
五星共鸣者赞妮的活动换取，
Okay, Zani,
行于
nice.
光影之间也将同步开启。漂泊者们可以从中换取五星共鸣者赞妮，同时五星训刀、
I
财
promise
主
y'all, they are
以及五
allergic
星
to
碧凯、
putting
焰光台
variation
电
on
的
the
活动换
banner,
取
bro.
也将同期开启。
Variation's probably gonna
已
come
经
in
迫不及待想和2位
3.0.
新共鸣者一起探索索拉里斯了。
Or maybe
那
like
么
right
接下
before
来，我们给漂
3.0.
泊者介绍下
Just to be
2.7版本的
diabolical.
其他版本活动吧。
好的，为了进一步的观测与调研黑潮，黑海岸也与黎纳西塔当地达成了模拟演习合作，这也是2.7版本中会推出的全新模拟演习活动——悲鸣行动索拉战士。在活动中，漂泊者们将与加贝丽娜、尤诺、夏空一起进行模拟黑潮降临的对策演习。
But how you
不
doing,
同于以往
Gupta?
的
And
战
how'd
术
you
训
enjoy the
练，
movie?
这次的作战模式有些特别，需要测试者携带可自动攻击附近残像的武装，全力奔跑，凭借灵活走位躲避残像的攻击与触碰，才能通过演习。残像的出没位置与频率不固定，随着残像来袭，测试者也可以通过主动释放技能和冲刺奔跑来应对。击杀残像可以获得强化模块，在成功通过当前波次后，即可使用强化模块购买不同的强化效果，以应对下一波次更加强大的敌人，并且随着关卡的推进，难度也将不断攀升，解锁测试者的各项天赋，更加从容的应对挑战吧。
People enjoyed it in Nier Automata, you know, and I know a lot of
越来越难的关卡。
like Nier
参与
Automata
活
who
动
play，this
漂泊
game.
者可以获得新生
So I
活
think
动
it
专属
just
纪律
made a
印
lot of
章、
sense. Ooh, that
灯
looks
塔与
nice.
黑花特别勋章、
That looks
活
really
动专属
nice.
头像、灯塔与黑花等限时奖励。
有时候看着大家酣畅淋漓的战斗姿态，真希望可以记录下来。
你这个想法和那位先行公约的斐林先生很像呢。
是的，那接下来这个活动千万不要错过，一起捕捉共鸣者的精彩战斗瞬间吧！潮汐影像特别企划《共鸣者战斗篇》战斗拍照活动定格光影瞬息即将在2.7版本开启，在活动中。漂泊者每日会收到不同的定格摄影挑战，我们需要对拍摄目标，也就是我们的共鸣者伙伴们进行动作捕捉与拍摄。
但是每位共鸣者的战斗动作都行云流水的，捕捉起来感觉还是有些困难的吧？
不用担心，当共鸣者处于拍摄所需动作的状态时，就会自动触发迟缓效果。此时，共鸣者的动作将会大幅减慢，漂泊者就可以找准时机，精准观察。并捕捉到目标动作进行拍摄，并且在完成拍摄后，漂泊者们还可以选择不同风格的滤镜，为自己的作品增添别样的风采。活动开放简单与困难2种难度模式，通关简单模式即可解锁困难模式。在困难模式中，漂泊者们还可以主动使用迟缓道具进行拍摄哦。值得一提的是，通关后还将解锁该关卡的自由摄影模式，在该模式下。漂泊者们可以自由地拍摄共鸣者，
快来定格吧！相信漂泊者们都能记录下各种精彩的瞬间。
是的，另外完成活动也可获得新生、经验材料等奖励。同时，在2.7版本中，我们的朋友小机器人库里安也将带着跑酷活动《七丘气象前沿》限时回归，一起帮助库里安在地形高低错落的七丘收集检测数据吧。当然，参与活动可以获得新生。经验材料等奖励。
说到朋友啊，我们的另外一位老朋友，最近也有一些新的想法与尝试哦。
是谁呢？
物流的马季，没错，又是他。他最近正在研究冰饮配送服务，带着呜呜企划融冰活动来了。完成相关任务即可获得呜呜邮币，通过转盘获取新生等各种奖励。此外，2.7版本将会新增全息战略荣耀狮象。这一次，荣耀狮象会拥有更强的战斗力与压迫感，期待漂泊者们前来挑战。
阔别已久了，等着我们再度挑战吧。
当然，7日签到活动黎明赠礼也会在2.7版本更新后准时与大家见面，记得登录领取哦。除此以外呢，伴随着球员的脚步，落眼凤歌活动也将在后续开启，登录游戏即可领取签到奖励。那么以上就是2.7版本的各种活动情报了。
接下来是不是应该给漂泊者们带来游戏优化情报了？
是的，那就由我来给大家介绍吧。首先，2.7版本将新增共鸣者培养方案，更新后，漂泊者们可以在角色界面点击培养方案进入。系统会根据漂泊者的索拉等级，为所有共鸣者自动匹配对应的养成方案。培养方案共有角色、武器、生骸及技能4个模块，在角色模块中。会统计展示共鸣者养成所需的材料，对于所缺材料，可选择直接前往获取。在武器和生骸这2个培养模块中，会包含推荐方案，以便漂泊者选择合适的武器及生骸搭配。技能方案则分为基础方案和完美方案，漂泊者们可以根据自己的需求自由切换。另外，漂泊者在共鸣者培养方案中还可以提前一定时间获取后续即将上线的共鸣者养成信息预告，以便更好地筹备相关材料。
是很方便的系统更新呢。
是啊。
希望这个优化能够让大家获得更方便、快捷的养成体验。还记得我们在2.6版本新增的武器图鉴百战断行吗？同样的，在2.7版本万物图鉴还会新增一个全新的图鉴分类千般千漂泊者可以在这里集中查看在索拉里斯探索过程中所击败过的所有敌人信息。另外，我们将在生骸培养界面增加生骸数据重构的入口，方便漂泊者们对当前生骸进行数据重构，并且对于在数据物内重构成功的生骸，也会增加跳转提示。漂泊者们可以直接点击跳转到此生骸的培养界面进行培养。在2.7版本中，我们对于部分系统也做了迭代优化。首先，我们将在任务系统新增漂泊行迹界面。 漂泊者可在任务界面左下角点击对应按钮进入。
没错，记得在2.4版本，我们就对于故事发展做了剧本功能的尝试。西瓜，快给我们介绍下这个新系统吧。
在漂泊行记中，漂泊者可以看到潮汐任务，也就是常说的主线剧情的不同章节。每个章节都将以幕为节点进行记录。希望这些由一幕幕、一张张组成的故事的拼图，可以更好地让大家了解索拉里斯。在后续版本中，漂泊行记还将加入更多与剧情相关度高的支线内容。
Okay, so that's kind of a way
任务指引。
get people to play like stuff like Chicona's Quest, I guess.
能让漂泊者拥有更好的游戏剧情体验。
同时，我们也会在游戏内大部分界面新增返回世界按钮。当漂泊者进入一些页面层级后，若想直接返回游戏主界面，则直接点击界面右上角的这个按钮就可以了。
省时省力，一步到位。
So you don't have to hit like circle,
不
circle,
过，
circle,
在一
circle,
些需
circle.
要漂泊者手动编辑与保存设置的界面，暂不支持该功能哦。这也是为了保护大家的编辑操作不被误触。
Wait, replay? You think? Did it just say replay story? Wait, no.
对了，活动界面即将优化升级，
It didn't
活动
say
分类
replay story,
更加
did it?
清晰。我们将限时活动划分为推荐活动与周期活动2个类别。在推荐活动中，会优先展示
It
最
did not
新
just
上
say
线
replay
的
story,
限
did
时
it?
活动、签到活动等内容。而一些规律性开放的活动，如签到门扉的异响、鸣歌海须等活动，将会出现在周期活动页签中，方便漂泊者们快速找到并前往。
Okay, cool.
漂泊者们可以根据最左侧的分类页签，快速找到对应的活动哦。同时，在地图界面中，周期活动也将新增一个更加直观的汇总界面。漂泊者们可以在这里收到周期活动提醒，并查看当前的完成进度。
确实省去了不少找活动的时间呢。
可能有的漂泊者在前面介绍的时候已经注意到了，在完成2.7版本的潮汐任务后，漂泊者即可获取可替换的终端道具诅咒辉力。
黎纳西卡的提灯是可以装备上的吗？
We can equip it.
是的，没错。漂泊者的终端替换系统即将上线，在获得诅咒辉力后，就可以自由切换漂泊者所携带的终端款式了。
Okay, so does that mean like every time we go to a new place?
我们对武器的展示也进行了优化，其中驯刀类武器的展示界面将拆分为刀鞘与刀身，或者剑鞘与剑身的展示。就比如我们前面提到的全新武器财竹，在武器展示界面里会更加细节地展示武器样式，方便漂泊者们查看。
对于我这种武器爱好者来说，喜欢。
在过往的版本中，我们曾尝试开发了一些场景交互效果。在2.7版本，我们进一步优化调整了场景交互效果以及画面细节，将会有更多角色动作以及技能可以与场景产生交互细节，希望能为漂泊者们带来更加沉浸的游戏体验。在2.4版本，我们推出了 PC 端的全局滤镜功能。在经过了一段时间的测试和反馈收集，现在全局滤镜功能将可以在全平台使用了。在2.7版本更新后，使用移动端游玩明朝的漂泊者们也可以自由选择多种风格滤镜，体验不同的视觉效果啦。并且伴随全平台全局滤镜的功能更新，我们也带来了此项功能的更多应用拓展，这就是护眼模式。漂泊者们打开设置页面，在全局滤镜设置选项下方即可找到护眼模式选项。点击进入详情界面后，可自定义调整色温、亮度、纹理强度、护眼模式强度等。
This is for all the people with the Snapdragon 16s
为了方便大家
or
快
whatever
速
they're
使用
called.，
我们也为大家预设了强光与弱光的使用方案。漂泊者们可以根据游玩场景的明暗情况进行选择，应用后可有效控制部分特效表现与画面观感。希望这项优化能帮助漂泊者们减少用眼负担，健康游戏。不过需要注意的是，全局滤镜与护眼模式无法同时开启，漂泊者们请根据自己的需求选择其中一项使用哦。那么以上就是对2.7版本中即将更新的优化情报分享啦。
And now here's the
更多
3.0
信息
teaser.
请关注官方后续公告。
好的，感谢2位的前瞻情报。那么接下来还有关于未来明朝的品牌活动与周边的最新消息要和大家分享。
没错，无限的自由，青春的律动，明朝将与水月语展开特别合作，耳夹式蓝牙耳机即将上线。我们希望通过这次合作，给漂泊者们带来无拘无束的聆听体验。本次合作的耳机还会内置专属语音。更多合作信息，请大家继续保持关注哦。
好的，那在周边方面，2位带来了什么信息要和漂泊者们分享呢？
首先，明朝第1部美术设定集已正式启动，目前正在锐意制作中。本书将悉心收录大量角色与场景设定等内容，为漂泊者们揭晓游戏背后的世界，敬请期待。另外，明朝星火系列尤诺1:7比例手办即将推出。
是很轻盈的尤诺呢。
是的，希望这抹月光可以陪伴漂泊者。手办将于今年内开售，更多手办企划也正在筹备中，详情敬请关注库洛游戏周边官方信息。另外，明朝情日赴约主题周边也将在不久后与漂泊者们见面。
是咖啡厅主题的周边，感觉空气中都弥漫着咖啡的香气，非常惬意呢。
本次企划将在线下跨展活动现货首发，更多活动信息与周边情报将于近期发布，也请漂泊者们关注库洛游戏周边后续官方情报啦。
I got you, buddy.
那么以上就是本次前瞻通讯的全部品牌联动及周边情报了。
是的，本次前瞻通讯也差不多要到尾声了。现在为漂泊者们送上本次前瞻通讯的最后一个兑换码吧。
漂泊者们记得及时进入游戏兑换领取哦。
Fight for hope. The moon drop. If it's some like honestly, I do need new headphones, but I'm not doing all that.
好了，以上就是本次前瞻通讯的全部内容啦。感谢漂泊者们的观看。回看这段在黎纳西塔的旅程，时光悄然流淌。我们真的一起经历了很多。2位策划有没有什么话想要和漂泊者们说的呢？
一路走来，黎纳西塔满载了我们的足迹，很珍惜这段回忆。我们在拉古纳绚烂的烟火之下共度狂欢节，与伙伴们携手经历了一次次冒险，也于呼号中见证了属于七丘的史诗。
是的，那些黎纳西塔深埋的秘密，也伴随着我们的前进脚步渐次揭晓。这一次，我们将与伙伴们并肩而立，踏上最终战场，为黎纳西塔的命运而战，也为那必将到来的黎明而战。明朝2.7版本《暗潮将硬的黎明》将于10月9日正式开启。
漂泊者们，让我们直面最汹涌的黑暗，在中烟之地去感受、去战斗、去亲自迎接曙光出现的破晓。那么，最后10月9日。
一起见证黎纳西塔的终章吧。
All right, now time for a teaser. Oh, look, it's Qiuyuan in the corner. Bro is just trying to stay awake, it seems. Oh, dang, he doesn't want the suit. Bro, he's drinking? What is wrong with him? What is wrong with him? The third code is fight for hope. Bro said, screw this food. I'm just gonna drink. Oh, nah. Oh, nah. He's hopeless, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to tell you. He's hopeless. Bro is just, it's over for him. I'm waiting for him to like show up in some other corner of the screen. Like start flying on the sword or something. All right, here it is. Wait, really? Nothing? There's nothing? There's nothing? I guess that's it. Right? I guess they said focus on the finale, y'all. Focus on the finale. We know what y'all want, but y'all need to just focus on the finale. Okay, well, let's see. Oh my gosh, Bidex, chill. Well, wait till 2.8 then. That's it. I think so. She's the trailer ain't coming. I mean, I don't know how. Like, usually this is the end. Like, if they were to do a teaser, it would be after the little dancing people, like a little dancing scene. I don't see it happening. But look, I'm excited. I'm excited about what we're gonna be seeing in the finale. I really hope, you know, I think they're just trying to keep their cards close to their chest. Yeah, they just, I don't think they just don't want to spoil anything. I think it makes more sense, to be honest, to put the teaser at the end of 2.8 anyway. Like, it's the end of Renacita, but it's not the end of, like, it's the end of Renacita doesn't mean the beginning of 3.0. So it would just be like waiting a super long time for whatever comes next. And I think, like I said, the next patch is supposed to be like an interlude, seemingly. So I think it makes more sense to show it there than to show it here. I'm going to go back, and if they add something later, we can just look at it later. Yeah, see, we won't spoil too much here. They really want to keep their cards close to their chest.
除此以外，我们还是有一些先行情报可以透露给大家。在2.7版本，我们
Let's see. So we show up in Renacita. Everybody. So I wanted to say something about this.
多奇怪的现象蔓延在拉古纳乃至七丘。黎纳西塔的确藏着某种我们尚未知晓的巨大秘密，或者是危险。
So they said that everybody's having like the same nightmare, right? Isn't that what they said? Haunted by strange dreams. Yeah, that was fast. Yeah, it was quick. It was quick, but like I said, I think they just didn't want to show too much. I mean, to be honest, they showed quite a bit, to be fair. Really at this point, nothing much to it but to do it, I guess. Like usually before a finale, you know, you can like, oh yeah, you know, tease little things here and there, but there's nothing much more to tease. It's just literally the wrapping up of and completion. Second phase Qiuyuan story. Yeah, but also it's like we're gonna have Qiuyuan, and then we're also gonna have, like, I think the finale is gonna be a 2-part finale. So there'll be a true 2-part finale, which is preferred. I honestly hope both parts are like, I personally hope both parts are like 3 to 4 hours. At the minimum, like for each part, because I feel like there's just a lot to like wrap up. So I think we're gonna need some time to do all that. But yeah, so this interesting thing. Recently, Minnie and Raguna have been haunted by strange dreams. Do you all remember the cat? When you first get to Renacita, the Somnoir cat, there was like a little event you could do. I love them giving 2 parts to these few patches. Yeah, agreed. You thought it was terrible? Why? I thought it was great. What was wrong? What did they do wrong? I want both parts to be HSR long. The white ebony gatekeeper. Well, yeah, but it wasn't the gatekeepers. It was just the cat. Like, literally in Renacita, you can see it. And that cat was telling us as soon, like when we first got here, and I talked about it in one of my videos, that there was a problem going on in the subconscious of the people of Renacita, like in the dream, kind of in the dream, in people's dreams, basically. And now that same situation is kind of coming to fruition. Did you see the videos there at the end of the trailer? Yeah, we're gonna rewatch it. We're gonna rewatch it.
或者以及还有很多奇怪的现象蔓延在拉古纳乃至七丘。
This blood.
Okay, here we go.
This blood. It should be enough.
How much time has passed?
No path to take. No way to go.
Oftentimes it isn't hell that people fear. They fear fear itself. And that creates hell. See you all in hell.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, maybe I'll get surprised with like a passive or something, but like I really kind of wanted her to fly. Yeah, I talk about it. It's in like one of my earlier videos. I want to say it's either the 2.0 one or the 2.1 video. But yeah, I definitely talked about it. Hey, what's up, Cobalt? Instead of gliders, she using her wings would be enough. Fair. I mean, that would be something. Why does she have 2 wings? What do you mean? Why does she have 2 wings? Is there a reason why she shouldn't?
See you all in hell.
That's a statement.
Come, little lamb. Open your eyes. Sharpen your claws. It's time we journey into the underworld.
So
it's time we
I'm not really sure what that is that it's sucking up, but yeah. I'm wondering, it kind of looks similar to the thing that we saw above the Thessaleo Fells, where the, you know, Phasalias are going into like the thing. One wing had feathers, the other was burning. Yeah, the gameplay only shows one, unfortunately. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just like when she activates something in particular. I saw the gameplay looked like it showed too, though. When she activates her forte. We'll look at it.
You're welcome to try and
Now, what is this?
stop me.
Like, it's just like, I mean, I guess maybe this is just for the story, but whose voice is this? I don't know. I do not know whose story that is. I mean, whose voice?
Open your eyes. Sharpen your
Is it the false sovereign, maybe?
It's time we journey into the underworld.
You're welcome to try
I
and
don't
stop
know.
me. But me,
Yeah, actually, that doesn't make
I'm not
sense.
stopping this hunt anytime soon.
Let's see. Yeah, it is too. Okay, I was about to say, yeah. When she activates her forte.
Devour.
Yeah, like this, it's one wing in those moments, but when her forte is active, you get both. There we go.
Tainted hellfire.
Devour them all.
So I guess the voice that we were hearing is the Chimera, probably. The voice is probably the Chimera.
Hell's gate.
Scorched to ash.
The last patch for Renacida? Technically, yes. Technically. Like, it's the last patch for Renacida, but it's not the last patch of 2.x. There's going to be an in-between patch where we'll get Chisa. And then from there, we'll go to 3.0.
You creatures lurking in the dark. I'll show you what the real darkness looks like.
Yeah, this dude is insane, man.
Off with you.
You straight up got a drunken swordsman.
Stars realigned.
I definitely need to hear what they said about this guy one more time. I definitely need to see what they said about this dude one more time. Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick. Let's see. Go. Dang, where did that picture go? Pictures? You would think it's in screenshots. Is it saved? Wait, I know where it is. Probably is in here. There we go. The definition of peak. S2R1. Instant. And then hashtag. How you say his name? Qiuyuan. Yuan. There we go. Wait, what happened to hashtag? Do I just gotta say wuthering waves? Okay. So who are you guys most excited about? Galbrena or this man? All right, let's go. Boom, boom.
Mandate calls. Judgment falls.
Leviathan.
Finally lights.
I will deliver you.
Oh shoot! You can see in the glass. You can see Carthia's reflection. Crazy.
Leviathan. I will deliver you. Her death.
So I'm gonna be honest. I feel like they're. I something just tells me like I feel like we're getting baited here, right? I feel like name typo. I spelled his name wrong. Is it not QUI? Is it QIU? Oh, it's QIU. Dang it. I don't even know if it works when you try to fix it like this, but I'll try. QIU. All right, there we go. Update. Maybe it's not too late. But I feel like they're baiting us right here. She says Leviathan probably any time. Like she's probably said Leviathan like a billion times. Thoughts on the patch content, story, etc. I mean, patch content. The characters look insane. Qiuyuan looks better than I even thought he was gonna look. I mean, they both like she's basically what's her face? She's basically Bayonetta. Qiuyuan is like a drunken swordsman, which is like really cool. I think that they definitely are trying to keep their cards close to their chest on this one. I think some people wanted to see a little bit more, it looks like. However, yeah, I think they're trying to keep the cards close to their chest intentionally. In terms of the events, the bullet hell thing looked good. Quality of life, that's always welcome. We're gonna have like 3 stories essentially because there's like a segue after story. So yeah, honestly, I'm just looking forward to what the finale has in store for real. I'm excited. There's a new Phyrexis member in the trailer. Yeah, I saw that mask or whatever. Like a new Phyrexis enemy. Carthia is standing there not doing anything, guys. I think Carthia is not gonna fight Galbrena. I've been trying to say this. I think I don't think it's the same. Like I think this is misleading. That's what I'll say. I think this is misleading. Story does look really good. Rest of the patch seems okay to me. Yeah. I mean, Arsenosa hologram seems like it'll be pretty cool though. Like Arsenosa's hologram, that's gonna be pretty fun. Carthia used shadow clone jutsu. Oh shoot.
Protect the civilization capsule. That's what they're really after.
That's what they're really after. Okay, you know what? When I first heard this line, I'm telling y'all, like they intentionally do stuff like this. They intentionally like will word things a certain way and just give like certain voice lines to make you like think something else. Did we see Christopher in the trailer or did we want to spill it? Actually, I don't know if we saw Christopher. You're right. It's actually, see, that's what I'm saying. They're keeping their cards close to their chest. We haven't even seen Cristoforo. So I guess Phoebe's never getting her arc completed. I don't know. I don't know. We have to see. Like I said, they really didn't show us a lot. And I think it's intentional. But yeah, she's like, that's what they're really after. Protect. So that's what they're really after. I heard this line originally thinking, oh shoot, is she working with the false sovereign? But maybe she's telling us the they is like, you know, Leviathan, false sovereign, basically like the bad guys, right? So let's see.
Protect the civilization capsule. That's what they really are.
Yeah. So she's telling us to protect it.
Prisoner's Scar of Jinzhou.
And we know that Leviathan is after that thing because of what happened in 2.4. So Scar of Jinzhou. Okay, so this right here.
They really after.
Prisoner's Scar of Jinzhou.
Okay, bro got knocked back. Oh shoot. Yo, he got knocked back and de-transformed. The nun lady completed her arc. She is a martyr in the Forlova patch area. Same NPC. Wait, what? Pilmot? Lenora is in the Fabricatorium? Oh shoot, that's crazy. I didn't even know that. Hey, how's it going, Enigma? Yeah, but bro, like literally got de-transformed. Some guy found it out on Reddit. That's insane. I need to go check. That's incredibly sad. That's actually incredibly sad. But that doesn't even make sense. Why would she? I'll have to look. That doesn't make sense to me. Certainly now. Oh, okay.
Now.
Really after.
Prisoner's Scar of Jinzhou. Surrender now.
Knocked him out of his. Oh shoot! He is getting jumped. Wait, that's Frolova. That's Frolova. Y'all. Okay, that is Yuno. That is Lupa. That is Zani. That is Carlotta. And that looks like it's Galbrena. Asset reuse of Lenore's model, hopefully. I hope so, because like she literally broke the whole purpose of her story arc was to break the chains that Leviathan had over her. That's just wild. Oh no, you're right. That's Brant. My bad. That's Brant. The white pants made me think legs. My bad. That's Brant. Everybody's like, Brant, no Brant. Is Chicona here? I don't see Chicona. She could be here, but I just don't see her. Let me see. But he's got these. That's for Lova. Is she still working with them? The Fraxidus?
You're too late.
Oh, there's Contarella. Dang, everybody's after him.
Defender of Huanglong, beneath the dark tide.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's kind of hard to say what Frolova's role is here. She's definitely back, though. So, see, they have so much stuff that they're going to have to do, right? Like, there's so much stuff that they're going to have to do. You feel me? So this patch has to be, like, pretty long. All hope has been swept away. Wait a second. Who's that? Who is that? With his Death Stranding mask looking self. Bro looked like death himself. What? Hold up. Pause. Just pause.
All hope will be swept. It stirs once more. All hope will be swept.
I think that's the Grand Architect. Maybe, but why would he show up so soon? I thought this was Nestor from 2.5. Looks like a high-ranking. I don't know if this is the Grand Architect. I don't think he would just show up. I really don't. He has the staff? What do you mean, the staff? The shepherd? Now, maybe I can rock with the shepherd idea. We'd have to see his hands first. I need to see some cracks. It's so hard to tell. I mean, like, maybe I can see a crack, like right here. But yeah, I mean, he's definitely got the. I could see him being the shepherd, sure. Let me see. Queen came out to conduct the final cadenza. Probably Leviathan, but they didn't show it strangely, so I think we might be in a surprise since they always show the boss unless it's a bigger spoiler. Possibly, yeah. So yeah, let's see.
Hey, annihilation.
Let me just go back and see if we Augusta, Roshia. Yo, why is everybody jumping Scar right now? Like, huh? Like, I know he's the bad guy, like I get it, but like this is actually insane. Like, bro is getting jumped. Like, does he really deserve this? I mean, I know he does, but bro is getting jumped. Hashtag Scar. Excuse me. All right, there we go. Okay, yeah, like everybody, man. Like, this is kind of insane. Like, I was not expecting this to be his you know, Scar's the MVP. I never found why Scar's the bad guy, to be honest. You never found why Scar's the bad guy? I mean, being a part of the Fraxidus is like kind of reason enough. Maybe I skipped past some lore. I mean, not really. Like, he just like he's a part of the Fraxidus. Like, we haven't seen the bad stuff he's done like firsthand, but we know with him being a part of the Fraxidus, he's a part of an organization that does some really screwed up stuff, and he enables and helps. Just because you haven't necessarily seen what he's done doesn't mean that he either one hasn't done specific things, and two, he's kind of guilty by association because he's literally enabling a terrorist organization. Is he grabbing Frolova's leaves? Yeah, I don't know. I just know that he's definitely those leaves are around him. And I don't see Frolova attacking him, by the way. But I mean, I guess her version of attacking is literally just conducting, so hard to say he's bad, but just wondering if there's lore that he's really bad. The lore for Scar so far, like, he's considered a madman. What we know about him is that he technically doesn't really want to see the world burn, but he feels like it's inevitable. So that's why he's just going the route that he's going now. That's kind of how he thinks of things. I did talk about, so my last video I made about the Fraxidus, you know, quick little self insert. I would definitely encourage you to check that out. Videos. Yes, Fraxidus Exposed, the hidden hand behind everything. There you go. Just watch that one. Because I explain what we know about Scar there. I also talked about it a little bit in, which one is it? Doomsday. That was another one that I did. I mentioned, actually, between those two, I mentioned quite a bit about Scar. But yeah, so let's continue. Frolova attacking is like using Hecate. Can't see it there. Yeah, exactly. I didn't see Hecate out. So it kind of, to me, it kind of feels like she's still on the side of the Fraxidus. I don't know. Ding dong. Okay, got you. So BitX, do me a favor. What you just dropped, can you post that in the Discord? Because since I'm on my PC, I'd have to like open up a totally different chat just to find what you just posted. So if you could drop that in the Discord, I'd appreciate it. I'm checking. Everybody's going crazy. Oh, cool. Oh shoot, he's going off. Oh, there you go. That was quick. That was fast, actually. You're fast. All right, we'll put that away for now. Hopefully it doesn't start playing music. Let me just check. Yeah, just don't. Nice. All right, cool. Back at it. Now this is crazy. Videos they gave still doing Silent F second run, but once you're done, I'll go watch. Got you. This guy looks kind of cool. You talking about the staff wavy guy? Yeah. What about people sad about Forloa? Huh? They didn't spoil the final boss? Yeah. No sound? Oh, all right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, so they gave up videos, VFX. That's kind of crazy.
Annihilation.
They gave this man VFX. He's gonna need to throw 2 swords this time.
Right on time.
Yeah, that was a crazy trailer, man. That was a crazy trailer. But like I said, we didn't see Cristoforo not one time. That video is not him, bro, packing up. RIP! Oh, man, that's rough. Rover's gonna need to... Not gonna lie, I think Chisa might be Praxidus just because she looked like she could be with them based on design. I don't know. I don't think we go around just saying black, red, and white equals Praxidus. I think that might be a little bit of a stretch. You could probably say the same thing about Zani, depending on how... Well, I mean, we met Zani day one, but you get my point. But, I mean, hey, it's a theory. My man is everything but a playable character. Videos is not him, bro. Pack it up is crazy. They don't spoil the final boss either. Yeah, so we don't know much about the final boss. We saw item, but we don't know who the final boss is. Also, we did not see Cristoforo at all. Cristoforo was MIA this whole time. They are holding their cards to their chest, and I am extremely excited. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments, man. I came back and saw Gacha Avengers also. Hey, what's up, Storm? He's on vacation. Makes sense. Makes sense. He was like, you guys are like, I'm an artist, you know, and I need good vibes and all that junk to do my thing. And y'all are just kind of harshing my mellow. So I just went on a vacation. I'll let y'all deal with whatever's going on.
版本 PV 的确给出了很大的信息量啊，而且不得不说，哇，好多人。
She was speaking so fast just now. I thought, I had it on like times X. Yeah, it's gonna be split in 2 parts. He's too busy writing fanfics. Makes sense. He's being a shut-in and doing his little thing. All right, so we're gonna move up to... Let's see.
但黎纳西塔水面之下的阴影也一直没有彻底的解决，明示利维亚坦的阴谋仍在。此外，幕间伙伴黎纳西塔第11幕暗潮僵硬的黎明。
Yeah, so that's the new. So I guess we'll finally get S6 Rover.
将于10月9日开放，黎纳西塔明示。
Wait, how did she get here? Did she fly like with her own wings? I gotta see that. Hold on. Yeah, see, she's flying in on her own wings, man. Yo, okay, can we just take a moment to put some respect on Carlotta's name, bro? Like, put some respect on Carlotta's name. Change my hair. Looks good. Might have been late. Haven't been in the shade for a bit. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. I mean, I don't know what it looked like when you last saw it, but yeah. And has forgotten a lot of moments. Oh, okay. Wait, what? 2 2 parts are going to be up day 1 though. The 2 parts are going to be up day 1 though. Wait, Maverick, is that what it said? The 2 parts are up day 1?
塔明式复苏，黑潮爆发。
But can we just respect the fact? Wait, who came in on Gehenom?
将于10月
Did
9
Carter
日
Dia
开放
come in on
李娜
Gehenom?
西
Because like we know that oh girl Lorelai is here. Yo, what the heck?
李娜西
Lorelai is here.
塔明式复苏，
Gehenom is here. And then you got Phoebe in the back coming in.
黑潮爆发。
That's crazy. Got you, D. Yo, the Dragon of Dirge. Gehenom is, that's crazy. Lorelai, Gehenom. Okay, we're getting the gang back together.
漂泊者将与伙伴们一
The allies must
起
face
直
them
面
head
黑潮
on，
向明式发起
in one last
最后
battle.
的冲锋。
Alright.
此外，幕间潮汐序文
A segue.
独在异乡为异客
And
将于
Strange Land
10
will be
月
available October 30th. Okay,
30
yeah.
日开放。漂泊者可以从神秘的黄龙剑客裘远的视角了解这场
You'll
决
see
战
more
更
details
多
of
的
the
细节。
decisive battle. He looks so cool, man.
除此之外，还会洞悉一些不曾为人所知的故事。
暗潮将至，黎明将起，漂泊者们一起见证黎娜不飒爽、干净利落，是加贝丽娜给别人的第一印象。而她身上那个标志性的单侧羽毛披肩，在特定情况下可以转变为展开的翅膀。
它的翅膀上还有火焰在胸中
Alright,
燃
so I
烧
want
呢
to。look at
另
her
外，
融合了狮
animations
子、
again.
羊与蛇这3种不同原型的
I'm gonna
强
read
大
what they're
残响
saying
频率
this time.
创造出的第一只黑潮造
A little
物。
bit clearer
至
because
于
last
它
time I was
为
trying to look at
何与
both.
加贝丽娜同行？
啊，我知道了。再次需要让大家亲
We'll
自
have to
去揭
uncover
开
in。game, right?
哎，你已
Okay,
经上道了。
exactly.
但可以透露的是
By the way,
加贝丽娜
I said there was going to be an announcement at the end of this. So just so y'all know, there will be an announcement at the end. But you know, essentially, like as we're like wrapping up, we'll probably wrap up in the next 30 minutes or so. But yeah, there's going to be an announcement for the channel.
是七丘人，小时候曾被黑潮吞噬，在漫长的与黑潮造物厮杀的时间里，他拥有了吞噬残像的能力，但也因为吸收了过多的残像，他的身体也产生了变化。
So she absorbed too many tacit discords, or not so much she absorbed too many, but after absorbing a lot of them,
也因为吸收
after
了过
absorbing
多
too
的残
many,
像，他的身体
her body
也
began to
产
change
生了
in
变化
strange ways.
身上常然被黑潮污染的火
Flames
焰，
tainted by the dark
不只是羽
tide.
毛，它能令自己的火焰附着于任
Any
何部
part
位
of her body.，
化身被诅咒和烈焰包裹的猎杀者。
First time to
说
read
起
the
来，
flames.
或许正因如此，身负恶火的他，有时也会需要吃一些喜欢的冰激凌
冰淇淋
来降降温。
哦，他就这样突然掏出了冰棒，大口吃了起来。
狩猎残像要干脆利落，吃冰棒也
Yo,
吃了起来。
降温。
all right, I gotta do it. I gotta do it, y'all. I'm contractually obligated to make this tweet, okay? And you all are contractually obligated to engage with this tweet. I need all the memes, okay? I need every last meme you can muster. All right? Bing chilling. Hashtag wuthering waves. Oh, my bad. I didn't spell her name wrong, did I? Don't tell me I spelled her name wrong. Galbrena. Okay, no, we're good. Bing chilling, y'all. This is funny. This is funny to me. This means something to me. Snowflake. There we go. If you're on Twitter, you're contractually obligated. You have to interact with that tweet. If you're not on Twitter, don't download Twitter. Do not do it. All right.
哦，他就这样突然掏出了冰棒，
Peak
大口
live
吃了
stream.
起
Now
来
I'm。back to playing Hades
狩
2.
猎残像
Hey,
要
I'm not gonna lie, Hades was a fun game. I played the first one a little bit, and I actually did enjoy it. Like legitimately, I did enjoy it. I wouldn't even be against finishing it, but yeah.
干脆利落，吃冰棒也要趁着没话吃。
啊，他肩膀上那个是
What's on her shoulder?
这个嘛，也需要漂泊者们跟随剧情揭晓了。
Oh wait, there's something on her shoulder special.
这个嘛。
Oh. Yo, the Blake Bloom, the Blake Bloom, the Blake Bloom, bruh. The Blake Bloom. I called this out. Well, I didn't call it out. Somebody in the Discord called it out, and I asked for permission, and we talked about it. Black Shores incoming. Check the sleeve. There we go. Boom. Nice. Blake Bloom spotted. Blake Bloom spotted. Maybe she joins after the story. I think it's going to be after the story. Chomping on Augusta's sword is crazy. You know it's on site when those echoes pull off to pack up the Fall Sovereign. Oh, shoot. True. Both acts are day one. Once you finish Act 10, you can do Act 11, and after the story is going to be the second half. Oh my gosh, this is about to be insane. That's actually going to be insane. Yo, the story's about to go crazy. Both of them on the same day? Oh my gosh. I'm going to have my work cut out for me. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay. A new member to the Shorts family. Yeah. Super long day. Then when the game launches, like 2.9 story, I guess. 2.9? I presume you meant something else. Wow. Okay, 2 stories back to back.
也需要漂泊者们跟随剧情揭晓。
2.0. Oh, okay.
加贝丽娜是一名热熔属性的五星共鸣者，使用配枪作为武器。加贝丽娜的心性坚韧，得益于曾在七丘奇。
Yeah, that's so sick. Her animations are so sick. I'm just gonna play it in slow motion, so that way I don't have to pause it too many more times. Let's play it at 0.5 speed.
歌的武艺，
他
的战斗机
And then you jump. That looks like you have to input that too. So maybe you don't even have to jump if you don't want to. Oh my gosh, I love it. It reminds me of Carlotta's movement.
在战斗中，加贝丽娜
That slide
有
is
着强大的
diabolical.
战
I
斗
love
技
it.
巧，可以将
Oh,
枪
she slices
械
them
放
with
置在
with
她
her
身体
wing.
的不同部位并
Nice.
开枪。另外，它还可以将吸收过的残像力量转它里的不同，可以被丽娜，并且它可以利用奇美拉的能，可以将枪械。另外，
On top of
它
that,
可
she
以
can channel
将
the power
吸
of the
收
absorbed
过的
TDs into
残
fiery
像力
wings.
量转化为火翼，展现不同的攻
Unleashing
击姿
attacks in
态。
different ways. Okay.
加贝丽娜还
Custom
会
double
使用
barrel
特制
shotgun.
的双管猎枪对敌人进行攻击。当他
Okay.
释放特定攻击命中敌
Landing
人
certain
时，
hits
可以逐渐
builds
积
up
累
her
能量。
forte gauge.
当获取了
Once the gauge
足
is
够的能量
full,
后，加贝丽娜可以释
she
放
can
强
unleash
化
enhanced
攻击技
resonant
能，
skill.
转变形态。此时他全身燃起
Transfer
火焰
appearance,
特定攻击
okay.
时也会显现出
Manifest
实
during
体
certain
语义，
attacks.
配合快速
With his
且
swift
强力
and
的
powerful
提手
combat，
让
moves,
攻击
the
变得
strikes
更
will
为
be
凌
more
厉。
ferocious.
释
All
放
right.
共鸣解放时，加贝丽娜会将奇美拉的力量。
And so this is a crowd control ability, so that's cool. So it seems to freeze them in place, but then it also does multiple hits. Emerge of Havoc, Rover, Carlotta, and Alto.
存储入子弹中，对敌人射出
Firing
强
a
力一
devastating
击，
shot.
同时被子弹击穿的地面会溢出
I'm about to say, let's take a look at that
中，对敌人
symbol
射
real
出
quick.
强力一击。 同时被子弹击穿的地面。
It's like a serpent with wings. I feel like I've seen that somewhere before. Serpent with wings, and then the tacit mark. Saving Light OST? Yeah. Is Shorekeeper still up? What are you talking about? Qiuyuan also important for main story quest. Can't wait for what he's up to in Renacida. Yep. Exactly. He's going to be a part of it. Bayonetta? Exactly. That's what I was saying. He looks like Bayonetta. I told you I want HSR level of long story. I mean, honestly, me too. Like, if Wuthering Waves is doing it, I want long stories because it's gonna be good. This is on her back when she ults. Oh, you talking about this symbol?
中对敌人射出强力一击，同时被子弹的力量存储入子弹中，对敌人共鸣解放时加。
Oh yeah, you're right. It is on her back.
强力的体术让攻击变得更为凌厉，释放共鸣。
Yep, there it is.
解放时，加倍丽娜会将奇美拉的力量存储入子弹中，对敌人射出强力一击。同时，被子弹击穿的地面会溢出能量，持续攻击敌人。而此时的敌人
，No ghost line in her kit. Yeah, that's the only thing. I was kind of hoping we would see the ghost lion in her kit or the chimera. That's what it's called. It's chimera. I mean, essentially, it manifests as flames. But I am kind of surprised that it doesn't like. I don't know. Like her kit is really cool, like the Bayonetta stuff, but I mean, like, cause even in her ultimate, you just see like a snake. You don't really see the chimera like that. So,
很厉。
在
与黑潮造物与无数残像中厮杀生存的加倍丽娜，会毫不犹豫地选择燃尽自己的一切，只为把枪中的子弹
just to make sure every bullet finds its mark.
狙杀敌人的靶心，只为把枪中的子弹。加倍丽娜会毫不犹豫地选择燃尽自己的一切，只为把枪中的子弹精准地射入能狙杀敌人的靶心。在2.7版本中，全新5星配枪光。
Is this like a Devil May Cry reference? I feel like this is a Devil May Cry reference. The Chimera is the snake? Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say that. It's like it manifests in different ways because the Chimera is technically a lion, a goat, and a snake. Maybe when we look at her abilities a little bit more, maybe like we'll see like the individual parts, I guess you could say. Light and dark, yeah. Is that her actual ult or just the enhanced resonance? I believe it's her ultimate. Yeah, Dante's guns. Yeah, that's what I thought. The two guns, and like they're like represent like heaven and hell, I guess, or light and darkness. Ebony and Ivory, isn't that what they're called? His guns are called Ebony and Ivory. Yep, exactly. Yeah.
影双生也将同步上线。
居然是2把不同形态的枪，黑枪色泽冷峻深邃，白枪光辉炽热坚定，非常帅气。
That's what I thought these reminded me of.
这对拥有恶魔与天使印记的双形态手枪。 枪体造型凌厉独特，结合在一起，方能发挥最对抗的不惜决心，亲手铸造，能够这对狙也昭示着加倍丽娜与恶魔对抗的不惜决心。这对具有一定自我意识的活体武器由加倍丽娜亲手铸造，这对具有一定也昭示着方能发挥最大的威力。而那永闪烁，黑白双枪唯有结合在一起，方能发挥最大的威力。而那永恒燃烧的异色火焰。 也昭示着加倍丽娜与恶魔对抗的不惜决心。
She's like Aaron Yeager,
这对具有一定自我意识的活体武器由加倍丽娜亲手铸造，能够与它相互感应，自动开枪。同时，为了契合自身的战斗风格，他还特意在枪身上铸造了锋利的刀刃，能够在不同战斗环境里为敌人带去致命伤口。当枪声响起时，异色的羽毛纷扬飘落，这是猎魔人降临的标志，意识的猎物终局已至的宣告。
是一把非常
介绍共鸣者。
All right, this y'all listen. This right here, this dude, this character right here, this character is a whole experience. Okay, like I want you to understand this man is an entire experience. All right, like. Look at this. Just look at it. Just look at this. This is everything I wanted, man. I wanted an adult Kazuha, and they gave me exactly what I wanted. I was just like, give me. I mean, Kazuo's technically adult, but you get my point. Like, yeah, this is everything I wanted and more. Actually, everything I wanted and more. That part is just, that's wild. I will pull for him even if he heals enemies. It's crazy. Also, if you are on YouTube, please like the stream. It helps immensely. I would very much appreciate it. You just like, we can do it together, right? Let's do it together. So you take your mouse or your finger and then you go to the like button and then you hit bloop, click. Easy. Too easy. Just woke up. I was late for WUWA Live. Got you. I mean, you can go back a little bit if you want to. We're actually about to look at Qiuyuan's kit right now. Please, make a granny resonator playable. Hey, look, I'll take old girl from Hongjin, right? The older lady from Hongjin, Mount Firmament. I would take her easy. This dude is insane. Qiuyuan, one blade to tickle them all. Chill. I will pull for him even if he heals enemies. Same. P5X has a playable granny. Yeah, I know. By the way, I'm still playing P5X, just so y'all know. I actually am almost at level 30. And then I can actually finish chapter 1. But yeah.
青罗服行医，关于求忍的故事，我们已经期待很久
What if I
了。
don't have fingers? Well, then you take your nubs and you just like, or if you have like some special setup with like, speech to AI to move the stuff, just like quadrant 4, subsection 3, and it'll like move on the screen and then hit like execute and then it'll hit the like button like that. The pay will soon be over. Nice.
这就来给大家介绍。
Let's give him a proper
球员
introduction.
曾是黄龙民田政府司成员，
Internal security
以前的他
agency.
是
Back
黄
then
龙
he
民
was
田
their
的剑，
sword.
剑不出鞘，
This is
所
insane.
以出鞘。
Y'all, like, this is actually insane. For those of y'all who are just seeing this, this man's idol animation has, whatchamacallit? His idol animation has cinematic bars. Open. His idol has cinematic bars. Now let's see if I can spell his name right. Qiuyuan? Is that it? It's Qiuyuan? Qiuyuan. Good. All right. We learn. See, we live, we learn, we grow. Black bars have never been seen before. Shut your mouth, BitX. Stop. Okay? Let us have this. It's cool. Anyway, never mind. I'll just run the YouTube in the background. I'm on Twitch, but I can go like... Oh, okay. Appreciate you, Juno. Go straight off, though. I have no idea. Watch him do 0 damage because he's a man. Cool, just stop. Brent is good, okay? Brent is a good character. Instead of fixing the game, Black Bars, classic. I mean, hey, look, consolation prize. Draw only when blood has to be spilled. Yes.
就要见血，而现如今
Now
他已
having
经脱
left
离民间，
Ming-Ting,
独自
look at that. Look at that. Bro is chilling up against the bamboo.
行走于江湖之中，成为了
And
一
you
名
get to
浪
listen to
迹江
music.
湖的剑客。
他看起来似
Feel
乎
like
有
I'm
点
playing,
少言寡语，而且眼睛看起
Ghost
来
of
鲜少
Tsushima.
与我们对视。
没错，或许已经有漂泊者发现了，球员
Bro's
生来
going in.
双眼不能视物，但他却有心境
As a
相助，
fellow
能
musician,
透过心中具象化的
I
竹
salute
林，感知到外界的事物，勘破对手的心境和破绽。
And
球员
he's
有着过人的
blind,
武艺
which is
天赋，
great
自
because
幼
it's cool.
便跟随师傅在山林
Spent
中
his
修
childhood
行，
training in the
并
mountains
能
under
与竹
massive. You see how inclusive and diverse Wuthering Waves is, right? Like Wuthering Waves we have our first disabled playable character, right? Like Wuthering Waves, truly the most inclusive gacha company of all time. Sanhua, okay, you're right. My bad. but like he was like it's different. It's like different. Like Sanhua, it's not different actually. But Sanhua can see now. She used to be blind. She's still disabled. You're right. But like bro is like full blown blind. There is a difference. Like she can at least see like you know images, right? He's like full blind. But I agree, she is still disabled, so fair enough. But you know, we're keeping up the trend. Ling Yang literally crippled his bones. I mean, that was like a forced disabled though. Just let me have my joke, okay? Hopefully a playable character dies in the story. Oh my gosh.
因风物产生共鸣，万物皆入心间竹韵。正所谓沉竹于胸，采竹为锋。有时它甚至不需要拔剑，一根清脆的竹枝就足够了。
听起来就是江湖高手。
A wandering master. You heard that? He sounds like a wandering master. Okay, y'all heard that, right? Wandering master. What does that mean? It means Jianshin's master. Buling's master. You see? Yao has one arm. Like, I mean, yeah. But he was born this way, possibly. He might have been born blind. He's never experienced what it was like to have two arms. He's never experienced, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, he has. But you get my point. Like he's never experienced not having that situation. And he still has it. Everybody else you just mentioned has like seen some sort of change. Whereas for him, he was born blind, potentially, and he's still blind. Anyway. Common unyielding, just like bamboo. Like I said, he's a master, so he might be, you know, he might be Jianshin's master, right? Yeah. All right, let's fast forward. Actually, no, screw that. This is information. This is lore. That's his black bamboo flask. Decoction, not concoction, decoction. It is said to be made by a doctor from Chongzhou. Okay. Only drinks when necessary. Only drinks when necessary. Sure. Sound? Okay, thank you. Only drinks when necessary. A drunk, blind, homeless master. That's how I like my kung fu insert whatever master. New city mentioned? Nah, Mingting, we've always known about Mingting. Mingting was mentioned at the very beginning of the game. When Yang Yang was explaining to us like what Huanglong was like. Mingting is the capital of Huanglong. But yeah. Let's say only uses it. I thought Jianshin and Buling's master is a Taoist master. I don't know. Because I don't think, is Jianshin a Taoist? Is Jianshin, I know Buling is, but is Jianshin also Taoist? She might be though. Yes, I'm streaming right now though. Let's see. Yeah, Cheng Li's from Mingting as well. Oh, you're talking about Chongzhou. Oh, actually, yeah, Chongzhou it might be a new city. It might be a new city. I'm not sure. Yep, she's a Taoist monk. Okay, fair enough. I mean, you know, maybe they haven't told us about him being a Taoist. I don't know, man. Let me have my copium. It's probably not the case, though.
介绍一下吧。
球野是一名气动属性的五星共鸣者，使用的武器类型是瞬刀。球员剑术高超，
His swordsmanship is unrivaled. Okay.
少有敌手。
Few could stand as his equal in Mingting.
其战斗招式潇洒老练，征服成绩，
Oh my gosh, he looks so
一招
cool.
一式皆融于水墨竹林之中。虽物不能视，但是敌人的一举一动，在他心中的烛影摇曳中，洞若观火。
Yo, so he can go into an idle animation in between his attacks. Well, not so much an idle animation, but like cinematic bars happen after like his attacks. Is it like you can switch up what you do after or something? Because usually whenever something like a character has an ability like that, where it's like you do an attack and then there's like a pause moment where you can like kind of choose like a follow-up, kind of like how Augusta works. I wonder if that's what it is. Where's my girl balling? I want her. Hey, boss. I know. Me too.
曾经遍观明庭，也少有敌手。其战斗招式潇洒老练，振幅沉静，一招一式皆融于水墨竹林之中。
And now he's there.
虽目不能视，但是敌人的一举一动，
Oh my
在
gosh,
他
this
心
man is
中
so
的烛
cool.
影摇曳中洞若观火。
He's gotta be the coolest character in the game.
以真化境，他身法飘逸，可以根据战斗时的情况来施展不同的共鸣技能。 他可通过施展共鸣技能穿林打叶，使用身法向前方进行小范围的快速移动，并能穿情况卓绝无影摇曳。虽目不能视，但是一招一式手。是一名
I gotta actually read what they said because I'm looking at what he does, but I need to see what they're telling me that he does.
球员剑术高超，
Swordsmanship is unrivaled. Few can stand to equal him in routine. Okay.
其战斗招式潇洒
Every
老
strike is
练，
calm and
振幅
measured.
沉静。 一招一式
Blending
皆融于
seamlessly
水墨
in
竹
his
林之
bamboo
中，
grove.
虽目不能视，
Though blind,
但
he
是敌
perceives
人的
his
一举
enemy's
一
every
动，
motion
在他心中的
through
烛
the
影
sifting
摇曳
shadows
中
of bamboo.
洞若观火。球员的剑术
Elegant
飘
yet
逸卓
deadly,
绝，
his swordsmanship
以
has
真化
reached
境。
perfection.
他身法飘
He
逸，
adapts
可以根据
fluidly to
战斗时的
combat,
情况
unleashing
来
different resonant skills. So he has more than one resonant skill. Qiuyuan emote added. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at it on fine. Let me see. I gotta look at it on actual Twitch just to look at it. Okay, Twitch. Where is channel? Wait, I still can't see it? Wait, I still can't see it? All right, I'm not gonna screw y'all over with this. All right, I'm not gonna screw y'all over with this. All right, I'm not gonna screw y'all over with this. That's so funny. Okay, I have to figure out a way to look at it later. Wait. Okay, wait. No, I can sort of see it now. I can wait. Is it him? Somebody's head? Y'all need to install 7 TV. Wait, that's that. Type in Qiuyuan one more time. I can see it on the screen now. I don't know. It hasn't loaded in for me yet, but I can see other ones, but I can't see that one yet. It just hasn't loaded in for me. All right, so you need to refresh the stream, I think. Oh, okay, got it. I guess I'll just have to see it on the next time. Unleashing different resonant skills. So it seems like he has multiple skills. The infinite path of life. I know, that's crazy. Is that place from Hong Long as well as the bamboo forest? This bamboo forest is probably from Hong Long, yeah. 9 times out of 10. Whatever causes the message to appear. Yeah, I just have to refresh it, but it's fine. I'll see it when I see it. Unleashing different resonant skills. So, okay.
施展不同的共鸣技能，他可通过施展共鸣技能穿林打叶，使用身法向前方进行小范围的快速移动，握影随身，利落的斩击沿途敌人。而当敌人较远时，球员则可以通过施展共鸣
Undaunted Wayfarer. Okay, so he has 2
技能
skills.
不辞远，让心中的
So
苍
far.
竹由此现于世间。此时的他可凭借轻功踏竹而行，远距离的奔袭至敌人身后，挥剑斩击。在战斗中，他还会饮下刚刚所提及的竹壶中的能够催动他心境和共鸣力的药液。球员会根据饮下药液的量来。
Depending on the dose, his mind sight gradually intensifies. Depending on the dose. Wait, so does that mean like in between your attacks, you can like get him to drink something? And so depending on how much you can weave in the drink in his attacks, he gets better? That's a nice place, by the way. Yeah, it's pretty.
逐步催动自身体内的心境之力，对敌人展开不同的
Unlocking different enhanced attacks. Oh my gosh, this guy's about to be insane.
强化攻击。当使用强化重击时，
performing an
它可以
enhanced
完
heavy,
全释放心
he
境
fully
能力。
unleashes the
随着
abilities
整
of
片竹
mind
林的具象
sight
化，
as
球
he
员
import. Nothing escapes his perception. Yo, whose team is he gonna be on? But he says enhanced heavy. Does that mean like you play him with you're gonna play him with a Yuno or something? Galbrena? So he just his enhanced. Does he know? Clueless. I'm just saying, like, if he doesn't enhance heavy, like, sounds like could help him.
能够感知万事万物，并结合自身飘逸的轻功和卓绝的剑术，进行大范围的攻击。
Surely, probably, Clueless. He leans on the bamboo tree. I know. I guess that might be Galbrena for Lova, Galbrena for Lova, Wait, what? Yeah, I'm not going to be able to run that team. Unless I get on my other account. He's a sub DPS. Is a new member of Fraxis the Shepherd. I don't know. He strikes and sweeping attacks. Bro. Oh wait, he strikes and sweeping attacks.
球员对自身剑术极为自信，因此在战斗中招式收放自如。在出招间隙，他可在婆娑竹林间或以竹暂歇，或挑剑化形。释放共鸣解放时，周身竹林骤然静止。球员将催动心境之力，以墨为剑刃，对敌人斩出致命一剑。此时此刻，空间被劈开之处，漫天墨雨倾泻，色彩急速褪去，唯余剑身一抹青绿。
真是行云流水的战斗，每一个动作都带着翠竹的韧劲与剑意的锋芒，仿佛一幅挥毫泼墨的水墨长卷。
在2.7版本，我们也将推出一把全新的5星训刀才竹。
是和球员的气质非常相符。
Okay. Let's see. I think we got the weapon.
那么以上就是对2.7版本全新共鸣者加贝丽娜和球员的介绍。接下来关于
Okay, that was infected. A medicinal decoction. Confirm WUWA condones alcoholism. I'm telling you, man. Remind he's also sheathes his blade behind his back for no reason. Oh, no, there's a reason. It's called style points. Main DPS with copies, like, That's what I'm hoping, I guess. That's what I'm hoping. That's all I'll say. So these residents got domain expansions on automatic now. Gives this man a pointless niche to make him unusable in these teams. Wait. He might work for Galbrena, for Lova, or since all of them deal heavy attacks or buff heavy attack. He doesn't buff heavy attack, doesn't really care about getting heavy buff either. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess we'll have to just figure out what he does first. For me, I just care about figuring out what teams to rock him with, so that way I can decide which account to get him on. But yeah, all in all, he looks good. He looks really good. Like he looks amazing, and based on how he's supposed to fight, yeah, I'm definitely gonna make this guy a main DPS to the best of my abilities. Like I said, easy S2R1 and go from there. Clueless? Yeah, I am. But, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, he looks good. But anyway, let me explain to y'all what's happening. The thing amount of deconcoction consumed might refer to how much of his forte/resource bar he consumes, possibly. Quite possibly. When the patch comes out, we can see what he does in the galley. Exactly. So let me see. Just to run this by one more time. Wait, what is this?
的寻幽天国，这座在黑潮世界的尽头悬浮的巨大天国，将成为我们的最终战场。除此以外，相信大家也在 PV 中注意到了一个新的面孔。
等很久了，这个你们说了，看他的装束，应该是来自黄龙的剑客。
He looks so cool though, man.
这位神秘的剑客啊，来
But all right, y'all, listen up, listen up.
球员，他也为漂泊者带来了一份意想不到的助力。
Listen up, I gotta let you all know something, and we're gonna call a stream because I'm literally in the middle of writing my script for a lore video that will be coming out this week. Like I said, I'm doing it now. Well, not this week, next week. But yeah, probably the middle of the week. Just based on how much time it takes for it to get edited. But yeah, the script is like, I'd say it's halfway done right now. So yeah, Silksong. Yeah. So you didn't check the patch. Oh, my bad. Patch notes. You're right. You're actually right. We'll do patch notes first, and then I'll tell you all about the announcement. Okay. Patch notes. Why is that so loud? It's actually crazy how loud that is. Yeah, it's always so loud. What are the codes? The code should be in the Discord. Only code that I know offhand is like Fight for Hope. That's like the only one I know. Fight for Hope. Expecting hype lore. Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah, trust me. Let me just say this right now. The video that I'm working on is quite possibly the most important lore video for Wuthering Waves. And I'm not even joking. It's quite possibly going to be the most... Okay, thank you, BitX. And I'll copy that and drop it in the YouTube side. Those are the codes. All right. So, the preview special broadcast has concluded. Please take a look back at the exciting updates. So yeah, this music is really nice. Dawn breaks on dark tides. I don't understand why this is so loud, bro. Like, sheesh, man. All right. Hey, Pink Glitter Hearts, how you doing? You can mute the website top right live. Oh yeah, I mean, I know I can. I fixed it now. I just have to adjust that, and my gosh, my eye is just like something that's going crazy. All right, so chapter 2, act 10, bygone shall always return. Chapter 2, act 11, dawn breaks on dark tides. And then after story, a stranger in a strange land. Wait, the picture of this shows him in Renacita still. That's interesting. So wait, do we meet him in Renacita, but then he like tells us a story about something and we get like a flashback? I just started playing Wuthering Waves last week. I don't know what's happening. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Well, welcome. My name is Life, and I apologize, something's in my eye. My name is Life. I do lore content for Wuthering Waves. So you kind of came to the right place if you're trying to figure out what's happening. Yeah, you came to the right place. My pleasure to be able to chat with you. Let's see. Here we go. I have a YouTube channel called Life Lessons Gaming. And this is it right here, Life Lessons Gaming. Like I said, I do lore content, so you would be best served to go to my playlist and then go to Wuthering Waves lore. And this first video, you can watch this first video brand new. Like, even if you've not played the game at all, it kind of just introduces you to stuff with the game. And then you can kind of go from there. The second video is like a kind of a cool video. It's not necessary to watch the whole thing if you don't want to, because it kind of goes, but I think it's useful if you're really interested in learning about the game, because I kind of go over like some of the enemies and design philosophy. If you started Renacita, which is like the area that we're in right now, that's actually about to close, I made a video about that one, and you might want to watch that. You can like go back, I guess, in this stream to see what I'm talking about. But this one right here, the hidden deception that fooled an entire kingdom. The greatest trick the devil ever. this video is something you want to watch after you finish like the first part of Renacida. You should know when you do, but yeah. So long story short, that is how I would go through these. The biggest thing to remember is the first one you can watch day one, and then once you get to the Antichrist video, these are kind of like in sections. So like the first one is about 2.0, second one's about 2.1, so forth, so on, and each one will be about the following thing. I basically put out like a video every patch. Like I put like a video based on like some of the important stuff that we learned for each patch. And the Antichrist video is the beginning, starting at 2.0. So you can kind of just literally count down from there to mentally understand it. But yeah, so, and then obviously you can always ask questions in chat. That's also, yeah, I've been only playing it, so I got pretty far. I'm doing Augustus. Oh, well, if that's the case, you can watch all of my lore videos. You can watch every last one. If you're that far, you can actually just watch them all. But I skipped a lot. I'll definitely check it out. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like I said, and truth be told, I was just telling chat, the video that I'm working on right now, that I'm going to be writing up after stream is over, is probably going to be the most important one. The most important lore video that I put out to date. But anyway, so the new codex about echoes is interesting. He's in Renacida. Qiuyuan will come and talk to us about what he saw. Probably hunting Scar down. Yeah. So anyway, new echoes, cool. And yeah, I agree. Drop them. The like descriptions and stuff like that they're going to be adding is going to be nice for people to understand things. New Sonata effect, 3-piece set. Dealing echo skill damage increases heavy attack. Okay, dealing echo skill damage increases heavy attack crit rate by 20%. Okay, the crit rate specifically on the heavy attack for 6 seconds. Dealing heavy attack damage increases echo skill crit rate by 20% for 6 seconds. While both effects are active, gain 16% fusion damage bonus. Got it. Interesting. That seems like a lot of fusion damage bonus. And I wonder if the reason why is so that you don't have to feel like you have to play her on a Lupa team if you don't want to. I don't know. Hologram line is a glory. Nice. So we have the optimizations, Resonator Ascension Planner. Cool. Better quest experience will be added to the quest system. Journey log allows you to view all main quest chapters, with each chapter divided into different acts. In the future updates, Journey log will incorporate other quest types. Yeah, so this isn't like replaying, it's just kind of organizing it better. UI upgrade and new features. Okay, yep. Events will be divided into categories, featured events, so forth, so on, to make it easier to understand. All right. Category will include new category enemies. You can view detailed information on all the enemies we defeated on our journey. The terminal swap feature will also be added, so that's nice. All right, environmental interactions. Global filter will be made available. Eye comfort and, moving leaves around with arrow characters, so that's fun. New resonators, peek and peek at. Qiuyuan and Galbrena. Let's see. Galpicana, maybe? Qiuyuan makes sense. Galbrena. Galpicana? I don't know. Somebody's gonna have to come up. Peakrena? There we go. Peakrena. Yeah, I don't know why that took so long. Peakrena. Thank you. That works. Okay, phase 1, phase 2. Oh, wait, phase 1 from Ashes. Phase 1. Roar. Okay, yeah, got it. Phase 2. Cool. Lux and Umbra looking pretty. Emerald Sentence looking even prettier. Wildfire and Mark still a good looking weapon. Yet and still. Blazing Justice. I'm not gonna lie, it's an interesting looking weapon, but it's definitely not like the best. Lament Recon Solar Soldier. I think that's like the bullet hell one, so that's cool. And then we have like the collabs. Okay, cool. Is she gonna be that good? Oh, you talking about Galbrena? I mean, I presume. I mean, she looks good. I don't know if you got a chance to see the live stream, but she looks amazing. I'm actually gonna upload a video of just like purely with like their kits, in terms of like me kind of looking at them and reacting. But yeah, she looks really good. I'm gonna be honest though, like just 100% honest with y'all. I am the most excited for Qiuyuan. And it's not just because like he's a guy and I want more guy characters, but Clueless. It's because like Qiuyuan just looks amazing, man. No idea for now. It looks like Nestor is made by Christopher. Yeah. For the new Fraxis character in the trailer, could it be Nestor or am I just tripping? I feel like that's not Nestor personally. That character looks a little bit too. I don't think that's Nestor. Save your guys, strike. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Didn't Contarella just come by? She's strong, but we haven't gotten her for in a while. I don't think it's the Grand Architect. I mean, it could be. It could be. I just don't see the Grand Architect showing up this quick. I don't know. But you missed it, Electrophobia? Ah. Let me guess. You were out there being a responsible adult, huh? Imagine. It is really good though, Electrophobia. It's really good. Galbrena looks amazing, and I can like just play it a little bit while we're talking. Galbrena looks amazing. And Qiuyuan looks even better. That's essentially what I would say. Galbrena looks amazing, and Qiuyuan looks even better. Let's see. Boom. There we go. It's because he's so cool. My guess is still the Shepherd. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm willing to go with Shepherd. We can't see his hands, but I'm more willing to go with Shepherd than Great Architect. Now, mind you, they could be one and the same. Controller was in 2.5 phase 2. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So yeah, Plink get her hearts. Contarella, she's probably not gonna come back for a while. Mind you, that also does mean you'll be able to save for a while. But I'm just gonna be honest with you, even if you are free to play, you can definitely afford to get at least one, maybe two characters before Contarella gets here. Just because of the fact, like, you know, how long it'll take to save. Not to mention, by the time Contarella comes back, 3.0 will already have been here, and you're likely going to have like a lot of pulls by that point. So make your own decision, of course, but I'm just letting you know it's going to be a while. So you can probably, you can very easily pull one character, possibly two. Because yeah, Contarella just showed up. You just missed her. All right, so I'll show the gameplay real quick. Oh, there we go. Electrophobia, lock in. Galbrena. She's basically Bayonetta. Like, she's basically Bayonetta. She even wields a custom barrel shotgun. Skip, you know, for Galbrena and Qiuyuan. Yeah, she's really cool. Reminds me a lot of Carlotta with like her movement abilities and stuff like that. So I think it's gonna be really fun. Because that's one of the things I really enjoy about Carlotta is that aspect of her. Her ultimate hits multiple hits, and it also crowd controls the enemy to kind of keep them stuck. So yeah. These are her weapons. They look nice. Lux and Umbra, basically like Ebony and Ivory if you think about like DMC. So yeah, she looks really cool. Now, I will say that, like, don't get me wrong, I think she looks really fun. She looks really fun to play as well. with that being said, may I introduce you to the man, the myth, the legend. This man is insane. Bayonetta and Yasuo? This man right here is insane. He's also a drunk. Bro is like the coolest looking character in the game. It's not even funny. His idol animation has cinematic black bars. Like, need I say more? John Yuan. Hey, what's up, FaZe? Drunken Master? Yeah. 球员有着过人的武艺天赋，自幼便跟随师傅在山林中修行，并能与竹林风物产生共鸣。Learning to resonate with bamboo. So he learned from his master, yeah. 沉竹于胸，裁竹为锋。有时他甚至不需要拔剑，一根清脆的竹枝就足够了。
听起来就是江湖高手。
I'm about to say my phone was really close to the mic, so if that was picking up, my bad. Slowly talking verse. Alright, so I'm gonna go catch up. Yeah, he just showed like his idols real quick. It says he only drinks when necessary. He must get really overwhelmed very easily. My poor castrites. That's so funny. So this guy, this is now you get to see his attacks. Bro is insane. Yes, he did just jump like in the sky and oh my gosh, bro. He aura farms similar to Augusta, drinking in between, chilling on bamboo in between, literally has cinematic bars in between. That has to be his enhanced heavy attack. Like he's bouncing on what's called, like he's blind. So his mind's eye is what allows him to see. And he essentially creates a bamboo grove and he's bouncing along the bamboo grove. And then if they're far away, he can just like hop on like these, like he manifests into reality bamboo groves and he can just like run along them. Like, yeah, his movement is it's something to behold. I'm wondering if playing him changes our surrounding area into bamboo forest or not. That'd be crazy. Domain expansion, bamboo forest. Let's see. That sick, not gonna lie, it's beautiful. I'm telling you. It's absolutely beautiful. Qiuyuan casts Restless Liberation. The grove suddenly becomes still. Channels the power of mind sight, delivering a fatal blow with his zinc sword. Indeed. Living only a glimmer on the emerald steel. 每个动作都带着翠竹的韧劲与剑意的锋芒，仿佛一副挥毫泼墨的水墨长卷。在 2.7 版本，我们也将推出一把全新的五星炫刀裁竹，适合球员的气质。And then one last time, just for those who missed it, cough cough, electrophobia, cough cough. But I know some of y'all just showed up too, so we'll show the trailer one more time before I give my announcement. Let's see. Trying to find where the trailer starts. No, you're good, Electrophobia. You're not the only one. Was she sacrificing herself? Like a blood sacrifice?
No path to take. No way to go.
Oftentimes it isn't hell that people fear. They fear fear itself, and that creates hell.
And we analyzed this already too, so I'm gonna just upload that.
Welcome to try and stop me. But me? I'm not stopping this hunt anytime soon. Devour. Tainted hellfire! Devour them all! By my trigger, enter Hell's Gate! Scorched to ash!
You creatures lurking in the dark, I'll show you what the real darkness looks like. Off with you.
My bad. I just realized the oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me I just realized that the volume is low because of what we had to do earlier. Let me turn that back up. My apologies. Gosh, where was it?
魔人加贝丽娜，猎魔人也就是专门狩猎残像的猎人。
狩猎残像和七修的狩猎是一样的吗？
哎，
不错的猜想。这一次呢，自称为猎魔人，但却被目睹过曾与诸多残像为伴，率领他们一同。
Okay, here it is.
They fear fear itself.
All right.
And that
one last time.
Hell. See you all in hell.
Yeah, Buggy. I feel you on that.
Come, little lamb. Open your eyes.
Yes, I did, Maverick. I'm gonna upload my reaction probably tonight because I'm trying to finish up my my script. So I'm gonna be uploading like a lot of my opinions on the new trailers that we saw. Spoiler alert, I'm extremely excited. She looks so cool.
Devour. Tainted hellfire.
Devour them all.
By my trigger, enter Hell's Gate.
Scorched to ash.
You creatures lurking in the dark, I'll show you what the real darkness looks like.
Am I in my Christopher Rowe script?
Off with you.
I got you, VidX. As soon as the trailer is over.
Stars realigned. Mandate calls. Judgment falls.
Beautiful.
Leviathan. I will deliver you her death. Protect the civilization.
Behave.
That's what they're really after.
Prisoner Scar of Jinzhou. Surrender now.
You're too late.
Bro is getting jumped by the whole cast.
Beneath the dark tide, it stirs once more. All hope will be swept
Who that?
away. Annihilation. Right on time.
Insane. Yeah, so Pink Glitter Hearts, by the way, you should join our Discord. Exclamation point Discord will get you there. If you are on Discord, you should join the Discord. Okay, so for love. So what is the announcement, right? What's the announcement? basically, and I'll let the all the fun little quality of life bits and stuff play in the background while we talk about it.
强化效果，以应对下一波次更加强大的敌人，并且随着关卡的推进，难度也将不断攀升。
Here's the announcement, everybody. My time with Wuthering Waves has been great. It's been fun, and I appreciate every last bit of support. I appreciate every last bit of support that I've received from you all. And I hope that you all just enjoy, you know, like, of course, Wuthering Waves, but I hope that you all have come to just, you know, enjoy the, you know, whether it be some of my opinions about, you know, just like gaming, etc. About life, obviously, you know, life lessons, that's the point of the channel. And with all that being said, my goal with this channel was always, lore was it was something I wanted to do, but it was also like a secondary thing, essentially. It was not the first thing. The first thing that I wanted to do with this channel was very much what the name says, life lessons, right? For me, my top priority is story, right? I enjoy lore because I think it's a part of the story. I enjoy world building, right? Exploration, things like that. But with all that being said, I think I've been moving a little bit away from what I originally wanted to do and focusing so much on lore that I haven't had the opportunity to talk as much about the stories and, you know, kind of what's happening in the stories, right? With that being said, I am not leaving Wuthering Waves. As I've said before, the only thing that would make me leave Wuthering Waves is if it became like Snowbreak or something like that. As long as they don't go like the Snowbreak route, then I'm good. Or it's and by what is the Snowbreak route? Basically, like if it just goes like super like heavy on like fan service characters, where like every character is like a fan service character. And I know fan service is a subjective take, but think Nikkei. Yeah, full Gunner mode, essentially. If the game ever got that, then that's when I say goodbye. It's been fun. But I don't think that the game's gonna go in that direction. So for the most part, I think we don't really have anything to worry about with that. But the point that I'm getting at is, and I've talked about this briefly, but I'm just making this an official announcement. We're going to be playing other games. We are going to be playing games that are not like gachas or, you know, live service even. With that being said, I'm also going to be making another channel. So this channel is going to be primarily for live service style games. There's a lot of games coming out in the near future. And you know what? Actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this. Boop. And then I'm going to do this. Let me see. Would this work? Chat screen. Maybe this works. Nope. Game screen. We tried, but no cigar. There we go. Lovely. All right. 1 second. Bloop. Ta-da. All right. Awesome. Okay, cool. So, okay. So like I said, we are going to be moving things around. And so if it's a live stream, do Silent Hill gameplay. Yeah, so that's why I'm going to explain what games we're going to go through first. We will be doing Wuthering Waves. Like, I'll be still making a lore video every update. That is my goal. My goal is to make one, at least one, maybe more, honestly. I think what I'll probably do is I'll just like upload just more casual conversations like what we're doing right now. I'll still be streaming the game. But like I said, up to this point, I've basically just been a Wuthering Waves channel, and that was never my goal. My goal was never to be just purely a Wuthering Waves channel. My goal was to be a channel where people come to talk about stories, like I said, lore as well, because there is a difference between story and lore. But that was my goal, to be that sort of channel where you come here, we engage deeply in games that we enjoy, right? That's the whole point. Not the type of person who's just gonna like, okay, yeah, just like skip. Oh, really flashy cutscene, that's cool and all. Skip. Like, that's where we what we do. And so I will, from what I can see, I'll probably still stream on this channel. I'll upload the actual videos. So like, for example, Silk Song is a game that we were looking at starting, and I think I have to start Hollow Knight first. But I might try Silent Hill. I really don't like scary games at all. I legit don't do well with scary stuff. I'm just being honest with you. I don't watch scary movies. I don't get on, like, I don't even get on roller coasters anymore. Like, I legit just, like, I'm not that good with like scary stuff at all. There's this movie called The Call with Halle Berry in it. If anybody's ever seen that movie, I got scared of that movie. And that movie's not like a horror movie, it's like a thriller. It's like a thriller movie. I don't do well with them, but I heard Silent Hill isn't as bad, so I'm willing to give it a shot. I also heard that it can be beat relatively quickly, which also means that I can like probably do that really fast. Maybe even between now and when Wuthering Waves 2.7 drops. So we're gonna try. That's all I can say. Silent Hill F ain't scary, to be honest. That's what y'all keep telling me, but I know me. And so for y'all, it might not be scary. And then for me, it's just like, I hate this. I hate it here. So we'll see. But that's the point. We're going to be intermingling more just games in general. There's a lot of games. Tokyo Game Show just happened, right? And there's a lot of games on the way. There's both gacha and non-gacha, right? Duet Night Abyss, not a gacha. Ananta, not really a gacha. I'm looking forward to Art Knights Enfield still, even though that currently is a gacha. Who knows? Maybe some things will change with that. Potentially. I have no idea, by the way. It might still be a gacha. But the point is, you have those games, but then you also have games like Where Winds Meet, which is coming out. And, you know, Qiuyuan, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, Qiuyuan or Qiuyuan, I don't know. But Where Winds Meet is basically like the game that Qiuyuan came from, practically. If you look at the aesthetic, it looks like the same thing. Blue Protocol, right? That game is on the horizon. And so the point that I'm getting at is, also, I've said this a billion times, indie games. Some of the games with the most heart in them. There's this one game called, I think it's called Sea of Stars or something like that. And I have it like on a playlist on YouTube. And it looks really cool. Let me see if I can find where it is. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's called like Sea of Stars. It won like Indie Game of the Year not too long ago. Sea of Stars. Oh, so it is Sea of Stars. Okay. Yeah. So stuff like that. Octopath Traveler. Like some of those type of games. And yeah, and I want to do videos basically based on the story elements of those games, some of the lessons, life lessons, obviously. Long story short, we're digging into the namesake of the channel. And so I just want to let you all know to be on the lookout for that. When I do make that channel, my goal is to have like a couple videos made already. So when I launch the channel, it'll have multiple videos on it. So you can just go in from the start. So yeah, when I do make that channel, I will obviously let you all know. And I think the last big thing about all of this is, and once again, I'm not going to stop making Wuthering Waves lore content. I do enjoy the game, and as long as it's not, like I said, as long as it doesn't go full Gooner mode, well, so you don't have to worry about that. If anything, you should be happy because it just means more content. The last thing, space for the Unbound. I have not. I have a section on the Discord for like game suggestions. I prefer games that are shorter. If it is a longer game, then I'll consider it. I just have to like look into it. Even right now, I'm still trying to finish Metaphor Refantasio, and Expedition 33 is another game that we actually started on the channel, but we did not finish. And so that's something that I have to find time to finish on stream as well. So that's like something I just have to do. But the point is, that's what we're going to be doing. Hopefully you guys will look forward to that. And the last thing I will say is this. And this is one of those things that's a little bit difficult to say, but it is what it is. The reality of the situation is the type of content that I do is not really well received on YouTube. Or at least when it comes to like trying to grow. It's not the most well received on YouTube. Because YouTube operates, and that's why with this channel, the current channel, I'm going to have to start uploading more frequently. Whereas with the other channel, where it's like, that one's going to be very extremely focused on just putting out like high quality, like medium to high quality story related videos, right? And so the thing about that is when you're doing this type of content, YouTube really wants you to like upload practically every day. And so it just makes things a lot harder. With that being said, we are going to be opening up, and I've talked about this before, but like I said, I'm just making this an official thing. I talked about it on stream, never uploaded it as a video. So that's why I said now's the time to do it. I'm going to be starting a Patreon. So that way those who are able to and would like to support can. The date that the Patreon will be opened up, I haven't really like announced that per se yet, but when it does open up, you'll know. But like I said, the reality is just that this type of content that I do, like the high quality stuff, YouTube just does not really support it like that. Because they're just like, well, yeah, that was a really cool video you did, but you're not uploading daily. And so, go figure. So long story short, that is one of the things I'm going to be doing. This is not to make anybody feel pressured, like, or anything like that. Just being here is enough. But if somebody would like to do that, that is also something that you can do if you are so inclined. The other thing with the Patreon, and this is something that I am looking to try to do, but this is not, I can't guarantee this right now. But one of the things that we wanted to do, this me and Miss Life talked about this with the Patreon, is anime reactions. So some of you all have met Miss Life. She comes on sometimes here and there. And essentially, she helps with like a lot of the artwork for the channel. Sometimes she works on, oh my gosh, how's it going, Coconata? You missed a lot. But I got you. But yeah, like I said, she works on the artwork for the channel. And so, like I said, some of you all know her, some of you all don't. And so that is one of the things that we will be doing for the Patreon, is we will be working at putting some of those basically, where you get a chance to kind of meet her and, kind of see our thoughts. She's like the best person ever. So I think you guys will really appreciate her. For those of y'all who have met her, you already know. And so, yeah, so that's the plan. That's the plan for the channel. Thank you all so much for listening. And I guess let me know what you think in the comments. All right, peace. Hey, what's up, Coconata? How you doing? You can try to post some things for live streams, like reactions and discussions. Yeah, Maverick, I am going to be doing that for this channel. Absolutely. A request space for the Unbound. It's a great story-based game. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were recording. Oh, no, you're fine. I can clip it out. It's totally fine. Let's say chat's on the screen anyway. But no, yeah, Coconata, it's great. It's 2.7 is looking really awesome. I was just showing chat. Let me see. I was just showing everybody some of the stuff that's happening. I think the big TLDR, and there are patch notes, just if you want to like to see the, the quick and whatchamacallit, the kind of TLDR of it all. Where is the patch note? Here it is. Will we be doing any collabs in the future? Define collabs. Define collabs. Because if you're just saying like doing content with other content creators, I'm always down to do content with other content creators, to be honest. Sheesh, you know, collabs is an interesting conversation because that there was something I was thinking about talking about on stream that I never talked about. And Coconata, I'm gonna be honest with you, I really do want to talk to you. I know we had that other potential conversation that I'm still open to, but there's actually something I really wanted to ask you about in terms of the space, because I've not had the best experience with the space. I'm not gonna lie. This was something I was thinking about telling you guys at another time. This is gonna be the Avengers Endgame. Yeah. This was something I was thinking about telling y'all at a different time. I'm here and I'm free today. I finally fixed my schedule. Okay, got you. I'll reach out. I mean, I'm gonna be into the stream soon, so maybe I'll reach out after that. But since you're here, maybe you can weigh in on this if you've had a similar experience to myself. Like discussing story of these games with other creators. Yeah, I'd love to see a part of that myself. Oh, got you, Electrophobia. I can see that happening actually. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I know I could easily do that with gacha games. There is one creator who I talked about doing that with before. We were supposed to do it, but it just never happened. But yeah, no doubt. That sounds like fun. I'm definitely open to that. But yeah, so this is something that I've been talking about. I've been teasing this a little bit. I have been teasing this a little bit on Twitter and on YouTube actually. Oh, wrong thing. But yeah, real quick, since I said it, Coconata. This patch, just to get this out of the way, this patch is about to have 2 stories back to back. It's not even going to be split. This is the finale, and they're giving us 2 back-to-back chapters instead of splitting them. So it's actually going to be really long. Yeah, it's going to be a long story quest, which I'm happy about because there's a lot that needs to be. There's a lot that happened, throughout Renacida. And they really need to give us time to kind of bring it to completion, essentially. But then after that, Qiuyuan, who is the coolest looking character in the game, I'm not even joking. Like, I'm excited about Galbrena, but Qiuyuan is literally the coolest looking character in the game. His animations are insane. And for me, as somebody who likes to hit buttons, you're a fighting game player, so you already know. Yeah, this dude is amazing. He's absolutely insane. But there's another after story called A Stranger in a Strange Land that's going to be in the second patch. So in a way, it's like 3 different stories we're going to be getting. I don't know how long this one will be. Probably not as long as the other ones. But yeah, we're essentially going to be like 3 stories this patch. So it's going to be crazy. New sonatas for Galbrena. Our Senosa hologram. So, say your prayers. Resonator Ascension Planner, basically it's going to tell you everything you need to know to build the current characters as well as the character coming next. So for Galbrena, it'll just show you, hey, these are the echoes you use. These are the, the weapons that are good, so forth and so on. These are the materials you need to farm. And it'll also tell you for the person coming to the next phase. So it'll help you do, what's his face? Qiuyuan, to farm for him. Better quest experience. It's basically like a way to organize your quests, essentially, so that you can kind of see like how everything kind of stacks up. Like, okay, this main quest to this main quest to this main quest, and then side quests usually go here. So you'll know kind of like the order of how these things are supposed to be played. There's UI upgrades. So in the gallery, you can look at like definite descriptions for enemies. So like that's lore basically. There's going to be skins, a skin for the terminal now. So if you look at Renacida characters, they have the terminal that looks like the lamp that the Primus Fenrico, like if you pay attention to that in the story, Primus Fenrico holds up a lamp and he pushes away the dark tide, right? And terminals in Renacida look like that. Now Rover can turn his terminal into that. So terminal skin. Featured events. Yeah, events will be upgraded. All right, cool. Like I said, the gallery stuff. Environmental interactions, so like global filters, and there's an eye comfort mode and like leaves moving. Galbrena Qiuyuan, Lupa is coming back, Zani's coming back, the weapons look beautiful, Lux and Umbra, and Emerald Sentence. And then obviously the other characters' weapons. Special events. There's a bullet hell mode. So if you're familiar with like Nier Automata, like the little bullet hell things that they would do mini games, yeah, there's a bullet hell mode. So that's fun. There's 2 login events. So that's going to be really cool, which I'm not surprised. Basically, like his gives you, I think, 300 astrite or something like that. And then this one will give you like a 10 pull, usually is the case. So yeah. And then there's like a picture mode and, you know, some other stuff. But there's some collabs with like headphones, official art book coming, model thingy. And then this is like a coffee brand. And yeah, that is 2.7 in a nutshell. Yeah. Vampire Survivor mode. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna play the story, but I'm kind of disappointed if Prolova is actually alive again and is a good guy now. But I kind of guess that. I mean, yeah, I think we just have to wait and see how it turns out for sure. So I guess now's the time for me to tell you all about my experience in the gacha space. Prolova was never dead. I mean, yeah, she wasn't dead, but she was essentially like in a state of limbo, is the best way I could put it. So I think something has to happen for her to get out of the state of limbo. And maybe Scar came to get her. There's a couple different possibilities, but yeah. But anyway, I guess this will be the last part of the stream. Yes, exactly. 100%. 100%. This was a show. Let me just type this out real quick. They kept their cards close to their chest. We didn't even see Cristoforo. Yeah, we didn't even see Cristoforo. Have patience. 2.7 is not likely to disappoint. There we go. All right. And Wuthering Waves. Cristoforo. All right. Where are you at? That's actually a perfect gift. That is actually the perfect gift for this. Before you doom post. Because legit, that's the case. Maybe Chris took her place. Oh my gosh. In her profile details, it does say that her organs can regenerate. Yeah. But the thing is, her organs regenerate as long as she's healthy. That's what it is. Her organs regenerate as long as she's healthy. Somebody had to fish her out of the ocean. She wasn't going to be, like, she was essentially being constantly killed underneath the ocean. Like, she was being constantly drowned. So somebody had to go fish her out first, and then slowly she could bring herself back. So of her own accord, I do not believe it was possible for her to get out of that situation. She wasn't fully dead, but she was definitely like in a limbo state. So somebody had to fish her out. I could see Scar doing that with his portals, but yeah. But like I said, we'll see. We'll see. Before you doom post the WUWA live stream for 2.7. All right, there we go. So anyway, the background for Prolova and trailer was Overthrax though. Oh, interesting. I need to look a little bit deeper on that one then. All right, so they're gonna doom post. Yeah, I know they will, but you know, hopefully that helps some people. All right, so let me. This will be my last little bit for y'all, because I just think it's important to let you all know this. I have been teasing this a little bit. My most recent post, or before the live stream hit, where I kind of like was explaining to people my thoughts on things. Breaking my silence. All right. Breaking my silence. Okay. So I'm gonna read this off to y'all first, okay? I want lock in. I'm reading this to you all from the man, the myth, the legend himself, me. Breaking my silence. The Wuthering Waves community were once they are did. They became the first ever to have the first, as in the era of that when of a physical gaming and the media began. I hate it here sometimes. I was. So do you understand now? So true. Maybe it is. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna read it one more time just in case some of y'all missed it. Because I know it was kind of deep. Somebody on YouTube actually said, let me actually I'm gonna show y'all the YouTube one. The YouTube version, because there was a comment and it was very profound. There was an extremely profound comment on YouTube. Let's see. Where is it? There we go. So the comment on YouTube said, yeah, it was Jerome. Out of all the languages in the world, life chose to speak facts. Honestly, he's right. Like he's right. All right, one last time for those of you all in the back who might have missed it. Breaking my silence. The Wuthering Waves community were once they are did. They became the first ever to have the first as in the era of when of the physical gaming and the media began. I hate it here sometimes I was. All right. Now that we had that nice little icebreaker, I'm going to explain what I really mean. What does that mean? Exactly. Precise was. So now that we had our nice little icebreaker, I'm just going to explain to you all seriously though. This is just me saying this to you all. I don't know if it's worth it to put this in a video, to be honest, but I'm just explaining it to you all. I think you're just going to have to draw some connections in your head. I'm not the type of person who's going to call individual creators out. I don't think that that's a helpful thing. Especially if they're not somebody who's like actively like, it would take a lot for me to individually call somebody out. And I just don't think that that's a beneficial thing, but you can draw whatever connections in your head you want to draw. I'm just letting you know what my experience is. The creators that I have come in contact with in this space, not all of them, but quite a few, are very, this is a job. This is a job. And I see a lot of people treating it like a job, but not always in the best ways. Because I honestly think just because you can treat something like a job without being a jerk, it's very transactional, is what I'll say. I've noticed that for a lot of and fortunately not everybody, I have met some really awesome creators that were like big creators. And yeah, that's what I say. Yeah, Coconata. By the way, shout out to Coconata. I'm sorry, where are my manners? Where are my manners? There we go. Shout out to Coconata, lovely lady, content creator as well. She covers fun stuff. From fighting games to gacha games to just all sorts of random things. But yeah, but yeah, so the point that I'm getting at is, and you're welcome. I met some really cool creators, right? That were bigger than me. And that's kind of the key word here, that were bigger than me. Now, there were some creators that were smaller too, but that I'm talking about. But generally speaking, I've met some really cool creators that were bigger than me, and it wasn't like about size. They were literally just like, yeah, like, hey, if you need something, let me know. Or if you want to talk, if you want to chat. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like when I'm a very social person. Like I'm the type of person who will, like, I just want to talk with people. Like I've always been that way. That's just how I am. And throughout this process, when I was first getting started, one of the people who told me, like, the advice they gave me was make connections. When I was first getting started, I asked a creator, is a bigger creator, and I was like, hey, I'm new, what should I do? And they're like, make connections. And I'm not gonna lie, I think that advice is something that maybe worked for that creator, but I think that creator probably didn't understand what it's like being as small in the space. The time at which that creator maybe was making connect, I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, it's very different trying to make connections when you're small versus when you're bigger, right? And to be fair, I do understand to a degree that perspective, like, because when you're a bigger creator, a lot of times you might just see people, like, if you've been burned enough times, they'll kind of get to the point where they're just like, they don't want to associate with certain people because they feel like you're just trying to use them. That's the idea, right? That's not always, obviously that's not like a hard and fast rule, but that is something that happens. However, there are certain times where you will see certain degrees of favoritism that break that rule. It's like, it's one thing to have that rule like across the board for everybody. It's another rule to only have that rule for certain people. It's kind of like a rules for thee, but not for me sort of situation. And like I said, all of that to say, I have just experienced an unfortunate amount of people being, honestly, the best way to word is two-faced. Like, I'm not even trying to be like, I've noticed a lot of people being two-faced. Seeing two, it's unfortunate. Yeah, because the thing is, it makes it to where you don't, like, I remember when I was first getting into the space, the gacha space, and I was asking people like, hey, you know, like I was doing the podcast, like, hey, you want to be on? You want to be on? And I was asking everybody, big, small, whatever. And I was like, you know, I'm just surprised more people don't collaborate and talk and stuff. And come to find out, a lot of them were like, yeah, you know, I just kind of stick to myself because, and it sounds like maybe they tried before, but they got denied so many times that they just was like, you know what, it's not worth it anymore. And there's a really strong inkling in even my own self to feel that way, even though I'm like I'm fighting it. I'm fighting that inkling, but there's this small inkling that's just like, don't reach out to people because you've been burned enough times, you get jaded, and people just will ignore you. And basically, people don't really treat people like humans, honestly. Now you can maybe say like, oh, they're just socially awkward, right? Like, people just have anxiety or whatever. And so, like, mind you, yeah, sure, maybe. But what I've noticed is that you oftentimes will see, there's a reason why bigger creators seem to only ever interact with bigger creators. You don't really oftentimes see where a bigger creator interacts with a smaller creator. And a lot of that is because it's transactional, basically. I always had a bad habit of not responding back to any of my friends, although I actually had a dream about it recently, being told straight up, respond to your friends. Oh, shoot. You know, I'll try to perfect my English someday so I can talk with you. No worries, Kaga, but I appreciate it. But yeah, it's just like, a lot of this stuff is transactional. That's essentially what I'm getting at. I've seen stuff where like people will try to reach out when like, if you have like some acclaim, some people will try to reach out, but then if you don't, it's crickets. Like, essentially, it feels like you're only as good as the opportunity that you can present to the other person. And like I said, from a business perspective, sure, but those aren't real relationships. And that's the reality of it, in my opinion. Like, those are not real relationships. If all that you all have to offer each other is like potential, you know, clout or like, you know, more views or opportunities, like, those are good things. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. But if that's all it really is, and the relationship is essentially just built on that, then it's not really a relationship. It's just a business transaction. And I guess for me, on the outside looking in, like, for the average, you know, viewer, to a lot of people, it looks like, oh wow, these guys are like such good friends and all that. Like, that's so awesome. I'm so happy that my favorite content creators are cool with each other. But like, really, it's just, like I said, it's a business transaction because they are big enough. Because like, let's just be 100% honest. If you were just walking in a room and you had no idea who anybody was, you didn't know what their job was, you didn't know, Like you would just kind of get to know people and you would be friends with people based on the actual person. Right. And then after that happens, like it would be hilarious actually to see like a, not so much Russian roulette, but like a guess who sort of thing, or like it's like blind collabs or blind blind collaborations where you're put in a room with a bunch of different content creators and you just get to know them, right? It's like, oh yeah. And then after they seemingly became friends, then everybody sees what each person's like follower count is, and then see just how quickly people go like, oh yeah, you were cool, but yeah, we're not going to be able to do anything together. I think it's a little bit sad. I understand it. Like, don't get me wrong, I do understand it. This the business of it, but yeah, it's a little bit sad, and I have definitely been on the receiving end of some of that. Where, and this is why even when I do reach out to people, I don't even ask people like to like shout me out or collab or anything. I literally just want to like see if I can have a conversation with people most times. And even that has been denied it's been denied. And so there's a reason why I stopped doing the podcast is essentially what I'm getting at. Like some people were asking me like, oh, when are you going to do the podcast again? The Rovercast was so fun. I loved it when you guys did that. And yeah, that's the reason why I stopped doing it, because I realized that people, like, if you all remember, my channel got deleted. Some of you all know this, some of you all don't. When my channel got deleted and I reached out to some of the people who I was, trying to get like, hey, my channel got deleted. Could you potentially tell, like, this was what I said. I said, some of the people who watch me might watch you. And so could you potentially like, put like a YouTube post or something to let people know like, hey, Life's channel got deleted. This is his new channel. That was my request, right? Now, obviously nobody owes me anything. I don't want you to get it twisted. I'm not saying they owed me, but I'm just thinking, hey, we're cool. Is this possible? And that was a really quick reality check for me, where like how many people who I thought I was cool with actually was willing to help me versus how many people actually did, versus how many people did not and didn't even respond for that matter. And yeah, so like I said, I learned really quickly what it was all about at the end of the day. And I'm thinking, oh, we're just going to talk about games. You get to, meet people, make friends with people who play games as well. And yeah, and like I said, I'm sure some of you all are curious who those people are. Like I said, I'm not going to say names because I don't think that's helpful. I'm just letting you know my experience. And I'm going to be honest, it's some people that y'all know. It's people that you all know. Because these are bigger creators, and like if you're big enough, then people, yeah. But with all that being said, I have to be a little bit more careful. I'm always down to like talk to people and do collabs and stuff like that. But for right now, I just like, in terms of like the whole podcast thing, that's why I had to stop it basically, because, I just kind of, yeah, just not the best experience. So, but yeah, it's kind of weird. How do you end that, right? How do you go from there to anything else? I'm just gonna read you guys' responses. Let's see. So true. Yeah, I realized fast that people get upset when you don't respond the way they want, and had to choose all or none at some point because the pressure can get to you. I had to move away from the space for a while because it's hard to cope with being rejected or rejecting someone for your own well-being. So nerve-wracking. Yeah. No, yeah, like I said, once again, nobody owes me anything. I just want to make that very clear. Nobody owes me anything. I mean, there were some times where it would have been nice for people to just be like nice, or because like I said, I've never asked for like a shout out or like hey, you know, can we do a collab? Like outside of the podcast, which I was introducing people to my audience. Nobody ever introduced me to their audience. There's a big, like, that was the thing. Like I was introducing a bunch of people to my audience, but I was never introduced to theirs. Whenever, like, I was not being invited to other people's stuff. It was always me doing the, hey, would you like to come on? It was never like, hey, would you like to come on, to me? That was not happening. And so, like, even just to the point of having a conversation was apparently too much for some people, which is like, so that's why I said, I was just like, okay. Let's see. I'm always legitimately scared to reach out to other CCs because I don't think I have anything of value to offer to them. Yeah. Different people view it different ways, unfortunately. Well, I'm not gonna say unfortunately, but it's just the reality. Different people view value differently. And once again, that is totally fine. I think I have no problem with being rejected. I think the biggest issue for me is how it happens. Whereas some people will reject you by just ignoring you. And I do understand, like, but at the end of the day, there's different types of people. Some people just, you know, they don't want to reject, and so they just choose to ignore. It's just one of those things, you know. If you're going to do something like that, just be prepared for whatever the outcome is the best I can tell you. Isn't that how business relationships usually go? Well, yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, Maverick. It's that's the whole point that I'm getting at. A lot of this stuff that you all see in the content creator space is just business transactions. It might look like, oh my gosh, my favorite content creators are, and some people are actually genuinely friends, but there's also a lot of the people who are just business transactions. Sometimes those works, at times it just wouldn't work. Yeah, I'm sorry. I might not understand that, but what that was in reference to, but yeah. It is indeed rude and sad, but it's just how business relationships are. Yep, exactly. Yeah, and I get that. It's just, you live and you learn. Let's see. I'm glad you feel comfortable enough to talk to each other about this. Yeah, no, like I said, I just figured now was the time, if ever. If ever there was a time. I just figured now was the time. The thing is, you asked for something reasonable. You didn't ask for something big. The channel got deleted, and all you did was ask for them to tell everyone what happened. Yeah, I know. But once again, like I said, this is how yeah, you live and you learn. And this is the space. That's just what it is. This is the gacha space. But you know what? I'm really happy that the gacha space is slowly getting deteriorated. Y'all notice that? Like, this gacha space is slowly getting deteriorated because with all these new games coming out that are removing gacha and doing all that stuff, in the future, we might just be considered the anime community. Like you wait and see. Like, pretty soon, the gacha space is just gonna be the anime community because a lot of these games are removing gacha from their models. And it'll have a lot more crossover with just like general gaming. I can't wait. Personally, I cannot wait. So yeah, quite alien to all of that, though. I do I'm aware of the distant feelings when a person has a large audience interact with me. The best advice I have for myself, though, is being the reasonable one. You respect me, I respect you. Yeah. Like I said, that's what you can. Respect is the best thing that you can ask for. Sometimes you'll get it, sometimes you won't. And like I said, there's not really much you can do about that. But yeah, thank goodness, LOL, because it should have never become so mainstream to begin with. I'm glad games are taking a better approach. The risk is what I'm invested in personally. Yeah, I'm a fan of the concept of these gacha games not being gacha anymore, but newer concepts. Yeah, exactly. But I'm already in Weeb's community, though. Hey, look, now your Weeb community can embrace it. WUWA X Dragon Ball, trust. No, legitimately, like, okay, I guess I'm just recording video after video for this stream because I was gonna make this a video, but we can talk about this too, I guess. I think this is the last thing though. So I wanted to have a conversation about what it means for games to go away from gacha and why it's such a great thing. This is the last conversation, I promise. Yeah. We were returning to full game without gacha, exactly. Yeah, it's not a new thing, but and I agree with you, Electrophobia. It should not have become mainstream. Like it really shouldn't have. But you know, maybe this was the thing that was needed to, because the reality is the anime space has been extremely stagnant. Like the anime space has been extremely stagnant. And the reason why, in part, was because a lot of these games were just like, especially back in the day, were just very cheaply made cash grabs, right? Excuse me. And there, you know, this is a conversation in of itself. What is the difference between an anime game and a JRPG? And there is a difference. Like if you play anime games and you know, like JRPGs, you can see the difference. And you can understand that there is a difference between like Tales of Arise, for example, and I know there's controversy around that, but whatever. Like, you know, you have like your Tales of Arises, your Trails of type games, Dragon Quest, right? Where it's like there's those games which are JRPGs, and then there's like anime games, if that makes sense, right? If you understand where I'm getting at with that. And for the longest time, I felt like the anime games that we got were just like, you know, IP games, like intellectual properties from actual animes. And they were, like I said, they were just kind of crash grabs. Outside of the Naruto Storm games, those were like some of the only ones that were actually like really high quality. Whereas the rest of them just kind of felt like cash grabs. And so to get to the point though, why is gacha being removed from gachas? Or, you know, like I said, this kind of live service anime game system or whatever. Why is this such a good thing? Couple reasons. And I can break it down with story, character building. Let's see, story, character building, and let me see, community. Yeah, story, character building, and community. Those are the three. Those are the three reasons why gacha being removed from the live service anime games is such a good thing. So I'm going to tackle them one by one. First off, story. One of the issues that I have, and I consider this an issue because I've noticed that, and this is, I understand it, I do, but I do think it's unfortunate. A lot of people in the gacha space, whenever they're experiencing a story, they have this tendency because they want that character so badly, right? Like the new character that's out, they want the characters so badly that what they'll do is they'll just skip the story, or they'll just spam. If you don't have a skip button, you'll just spam the button to get through the dialogue. Spam through the dialogue, watch a cutscene. Ooh, that's pretty. So they can get those, you know, couple premium currency so they can pull for the new character. That's kind of the trend. And so when you remove, because essentially the story is just a means to an end to get more currency for a lot of people. Even people who do technically like the story, like even people who do want this to enjoy the story for the most part, they still do it because the desire for the character is more than the desire to actually engage with the story. And so when you remove the FOMO elements of, oh, you need to have this particular currency to get this character, and you just say, oh yeah, the characters, they just exist, right? Like you can grind for the characters. When you remove that, the result of that is a more engaged player base in terms of the story. Now, obviously, people who don't want to play the story won't pay it either way, but there are a significant amount of people, and now that you know that that's not the case, when they do eventually come to the story, because like I said, some people might just be playing for the combat, which is fine, but eventually they will probably be like, you know what, okay, let me check the story out now. And as a result, they'll be more engaged. And a more engaged fan base in terms of the story, well, a more engaged story enjoyer is a more engaged fan base. So I think that is going to be a really big plus for the games that are removing gacha, because that FOMO centric mindset toward consuming stories will be removed, right? Second thing, characters, right? The character, the way that characters are handled. Two really cool things about this. 4 stars do not exist. They just don't exist anymore. Characters are characters. It's beautiful. Like, characters are characters now. So if you have a character that you really enjoy, right? And you know, like, so for example, I'm just giving an example. There's a character in Duet Night Abyss. I don't even remember her name, but she's got blue hair and she looks like an Attack on Titan character, right? She's a 4-star. And I was prepared to just rock out with the 4-star character. But now there's no more 4 stars and 5 stars. There's just characters. And I, for one, am very excited about that, because that means whoever your favorite character is, whoever my favorite character is, they're going to be balanced around that. The other thing, now that there's no gacha, right? The characters like skill trees, I mean, the characters like dupes, right? The copies of the characters, sequences, constellations, dupes, whatever you want to call them, right? Those things are essentially just going to be like a skill tree now. Specifically for the games that don't have gacha in them. Like, and you know, it's weird to me. I never thought about it until recently. I was like, you know what? Copies of characters are basically just like they're essentially just skill trees. You know what I'm saying? They're essentially just skill trees. So now those are just going to be available. So yeah, that is pretty cool. Like for the games that don't have character gacha specifically. Then the last thing is the community, right? Now, I've been saying this for a very long time, right? Like a long time. The gacha community is just getting oversaturated. Like, it's insane how oversaturated it is. And the oversaturated nature of the space is part of the reason why we have this, like, really why these games are going free to taking gacha out. Because the reality is you can't keep dipping dipping back into the same pot. And there's 2 ways that these companies could have changed this. One, to be like expand to the West more, which in essence is exactly what they decided to do. My theory was do something that other games aren't doing. For example, we're talking about Wuthering Waves. One of my things was, okay, if you're a game and you're in the gacha space and you're trying to attract a bigger audience, because like I said, everybody can't, like, there's only so many whales. Like, I know people think like, oh yeah, they'll spend endless money. There's only so many whales. And, you know, Genshin was like, for a long time, the only one. So it worked out for them. But now you have Genshin. And now it's Genshin. It's, believe it or not, yes, Tower of Fantasy. You have just like, there's an insane amount of games. Snowbreak, Nikkei, Lads, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, right? Like, there's just an insane amount of gachas right now. And then Arknights Enfield, Azure Familia, whatchamacallit, Rewinding Cadence, whenever that comes out, Unending Dawn, whenever that comes out, Neverness to Avernus, Duet Night Abyss at the time, Wuthering Waves. You get the point. Honkai Star. There's so many that are coming out, and I'm certain that I missed some. They can't all just rely on the exact same audience. Like, it's not possible. And so the only option is, like I said, you have to either, one, do something that those games aren't doing. And one of my ideas was like, okay, well, have a better balance of your male and female characters so you can attract a wider audience of players. Or 2, appeal to the West. Now, when I say appeal to the West, I'm not saying appeal to the West and like you lose your what makes you. I'm not saying like that these games, the anime style games, need to just like become westernized. I'm saying you appeal to the West. Couple simple ways to appeal to the West. 1, English localization, obviously, because there are some gacha games. Persona 5X, Persona 5, the Phantom X doesn't even have English voice acting. It's very unfortunate. The game's still, like, the story past chapter 1 is apparently decent, but yeah. So that's one way that you can appeal to the West. The other way is what we're seeing. by removing gacha. Because a lot of Western people do not like gacha. Rightfully so, honestly. But yeah, they just don't. And so if you want your game to appeal to a broader audience, and this is exactly what Ananta's doing, by the way, they said, okay, we'll remove the gacha, so now our game will be marketed just as a normal game. And why does this benefit the community? Because that was the point. It benefits the community because we're going to get more, and this is going to sound messed up, but we're going to get more normal people. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't like toxic communities in non-gacha games. There absolutely are. But the reality is the type of stuff that is argued over is about to be, gosh, it's so weird to talk about it like this. But the reality is the type of stuff that is argued over in the gacha space is very different from things that are argued in the non-gacha space. But also the good side is there with more people, that also means more opportunities for different types of communities to build, right? So if let's just say, for example, there are exactly 1,000 toxic people in the gacha space. It's just for example. With the rise of all these different games, not even just the ones who are leaving gacha, but also just gachas in general, those toxic people, let's just say all of them in the beginning were all like concentrated in the Genshin space. Now they're separated. Some of them are playing Genshin, some of them are playing Wuthering Waves, some of them playing Star Rail. But then in the future, it's going to be even more separated, where some of them will be playing Arknight's Infield, some of them will be playing DNA. And slowly but surely, that 1,000 people will start to essentially dilute, basically. And some of them might not even be in certain games communities, for that matter. I'm not going to lie, I think a lot of them are going to go to Ananta, just because it's probably going to be like one of the most popular games. But still, that also means that some of these other games, like hopefully Arknight's Infield, won't have as much toxicity, hopefully. So yeah, just like with the attractiveness that moving away from gacha is going to create within these games, because let's be honest, at the end of the day, people just want to flex, and so they're probably going to end up moving to those games. That will also inadvertently make other games communities a little bit less toxic. That's at least my my theory. So anyway, those are my reasons why I think that moving those things out, these games leaving the space. And obviously the obvious thing is like, yeah, less FOMO, right? Or little to no FOMO. Unless you just really feel that strongly about skins, which at that point, I'm sorry, I don't really have anything to tell you. But hopefully you guys let me know what you think in the comments. Peace. All right, there we go. Ancient, how you doing? I saw you in there, but I had to finish my little monologue. Excuse me. Clap. Appreciate you. I'll absolutely pay for customization though. I'm an aesthetic type, as you know. Yes, I am very well aware of that actually. Miss S6 Shorekeeper. Just tuned in, I heard about skill trees, what's happening. Since the characters are free to have, will they be incomplete without their skill trees then? It depends on the game, Max, and they might be so like 9 times out of 10, yes, but if you can grind for it, then it doesn't really matter. Hey, what's up, Christian? No new 4 stars means more corals to pull dupes in the shop. I mean, yeah, fair. I thought we all hated the gacha aspect of gacha games. What's happening here? But I'm still worried these games will have some form of monetization and grind just as bad as, or a little less worse. I mean, the thing about it is, Guineo, competition at the end of the day is going to competition. And so even if these games are grindy, you have to remember the same thing is going to happen where other games are going to come out. And now you're going to have to say, oh, well, our game isn't as grindy as their game. So they're still going to have to compete in that regard. Also, those complaining I can't play game X because I'm already playing so many gachas will probably play the game because it doesn't have gacha in it. Exactly. I played ESO and Elden Ring gacha community is more sane. Oh, gotcha. Ananta is either going to be the best game ever or the worst. Sheesh. No in between. Sup, playing Tokyo Extreme Racer. while listening to you talk about the blight that is gacha games. You're right. It's so sad, bro. It's so sad. When I came to the gacha space, I didn't even know what gacha was. I was just playing Genshin, thinking that it was a cool anime game. Genshin is the origin of gacha mainstream, and its toxicity too. Mainstream will always attract toxic minority. Yeah. Let's hope they don't show favoritism between CN and global. Which one are you talking about, Eden's Garden, by the way? Yeah, like I said, I play Wuthering Waves because it's a fun game. Okay? I don't play Wuthering Waves because it's a gacha. I play it because it's a fun game. And that's how it is, has always been for me. I play it because it's fun. Let's say there's actual human beings saying that Duet Night Abyss is going to be less fun because the gacha was taken out. Like, I actually just can't. Anime is a culture itself with 30 to 40 years of history. It is a solid ground of its own, so I don't really think it should change. I mean, we welcome new ideas, but to clash with the old ones is respectful of one's own origin. Oh yeah, I got you. Like I said, I'm not saying that it has to like change its like its actual. Yeah, like we play anime games because we like anime. Not if we wanted to play comics, we go to like a superhero thing. Namakura Gatana 1917 is the oldest existing anime film and a precursor to the medium. Ah, nice. Listen to your nap. Listen to your announcement. Took a nap. Woke up. Showered. And you're still here. I thought you're gonna go to sleep. Yeah, Bidex. You know, I think too. Removing gacha is Western because we want to be guaranteed what we pay for. We don't want to gamble the money we made from 3 jobs away. Facts. Anata fits so well as a normal game. Having gacha makes the game look weird, to be honest. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing too. The more games that want to like actually expand and become the gambler mindset, it's crazy. The more games that want to expand, this is literally what happened with Duet Night Abyss. Like, you make a good point, Maverick. Anata fits so well as a normal game. Having gacha makes the game look weird, to be honest. And this is what the problem with Duet Night Abyss was. They were trying to make a gacha out of a system that was weird to begin with gacha. How dare I enjoy things? You're right. Like, the whole Warframe system, implementing gacha in it, because the thing is, how do I make myself different, right? Oh, I'm gonna go take this other game's model. Like, for real, I'm just trying to figure out like how Hoyoverse intends to put gacha into Honkai Anima Nexus. Like, I guess we'll see. But it's just like the more game models that you try to adopt into gacha, it's gonna get harder to make it make sense. To be honest, Arknights in it itself is a toxic environment. Oh, that's unfortunate. Like, I'm not interacting badly with the community, but the whole fandom have that elite/superior complex personality. Somehow 90% of A9 players think they are higher than the gacha casual purely because they have to use more brain and tactic to complete the stage. Oh, okay, it's one of those things. I got you. I mean, that's like the meta stuff. I don't really even care at that point, but I understand where you're coming from. That's valid. F gacha mechanics respectfully. Whoever loves gacha because they love the dopamine hit sincerely get help. Yeah, I would agree. That human being definitely, it's sad. It actually is. It's extremely sad. I have pity for them. I actually love DNA from now because I can leave the game for an amount of time and I can come back and not miss a thing. Exactly. Trying to be a AAA game while tailoring to the mobile space is an interesting mix. Yes. Oh no, you have a life and missed a few days. Womp womp. You missed 10-ish plus pulls. Sucks to be you. They're gonna put gacha to the Animal Crossing game. They can't keep getting away with this. No, if they put gacha in the Animal Crossing game, that should be illegal, isn't it? You can't put a gacha in. I don't understand how gachas are able to be 12 plus. Like, I do not understand how gachas are able to be 12 plus. It like boggles my mind. But if the Animal Crossing game has gacha in it, I'm done. Like, that is evil. Tribe 9 was taken too soon. True. Like that's one of my issues, man. Like, leave the children alone, bro. Like, you are corrupting their minds. Any parent, like, and that's the sad part because there's so many negligent parents. But any parent allowing their child to play gacha, like with the Animal Crossing, and I understand like some of them don't even know it's gacha, but that's the problem. Like that thing cannot be allowed to have gacha in it, man. Gacha for Froggy Chair. Oh my gosh. Tower Fantasy being an MMO that needs healers and tanks didn't do too well being a gacha. Everyone just wanted DPS. Yeah, anime. I did not like that meta in Tower Fantasy at all. like at all. It was really not fun. Like Tower of Fantasy's got trying to throw gacha in that way with the MMO aspects. It was way too grindy, like way too grindy. I think trying to come to the mobile audience is a win. Not everyone has a PC on mobile. You can play practically everywhere. Well, yeah, I mean, nobody said that the games wouldn't be mobile. Gacha should be by default 18 plus. I agree. Like, I mean, you could maybe make some small, but yeah, no, I think 18 plus. Yeah, scratch that. I think it should be 18 plus. And it's not even like the gambling thing, because this is my hot take. I do not believe that gacha is inherently gambling. The reason why is because there does exist a guarantee. If there was no guarantee, then yes, you are gambling. And so for I think like FGO or whatever, that's gambling. But if the gacha does have a guarantee, I do not consider it gambling. Can you gamble in it? Yes. It is possible to gamble in a gacha that has a guarantee. But it in and of itself is not inherently gambling. That's my hot take. I think trying to come to the mobile audience. Okay, yeah. Quit playing because of that. Yeah, exactly. Like I was playing Tower of Fantasy for a while, but it just got to a point where like if I didn't have the new character, I just couldn't do anything. I felt so useless. If I either didn't have the new character or I hadn't like grinded my tail off, getting like the way you grinded was not that fun, and the gameplay wasn't that fun. Where Winds Meet, sorry, not anime. I'm dying to play that game. Yeah, I can't wait for Where Winds Meet. I cannot wait for that game. And it's gonna have a mobile client too, which is great. Wait, what's the question marks, BetX? Wait, you're talking about my gambling take? Do you feel that Kuro is making character quests and naming them as main quests? Oh goodness. Look what you did, Ancient. So basically just say yes. No, seriously. Everybody's just saying yes. I'm not even gonna let you answer. Yes. No, so let me explain. So technically, right? You know what? Saintor Soap. Careful. Saintor Soap. Let me answer this question for you real quick. All right, you ready? I want to make sure you're listening. I'm gonna call you Soap. Let me make sure you're listening before I say this. So just say yes or like loud and clear or something. So I know. You know what? That's a good question because I noticed that too. Okay. So the answer to the question, do you feel that Kuro is making character quests and naming them as a main quest? All right. I believe that the Wuthering Waves community and Kuro were once they are did. They became the first ever to have the first in the era of that when of the physical gaming and the media begins. I hate it here sometimes, I was. And that is the answer to whether or not Kuro is making character quests and naming them as main quests. Satisfied? Same? You agree? Agreed? Yeah? We're here, right? Not sure if I followed. Okay, I got you again. The Wuthering Waves community and Kuro were once they are did. They became the first ever to have the first, as in the era that when physical gaming and the media began. I hate it here sometimes. I was character quest, main quest. Kuro did. You're totally right. Thank you. Yeah. My bad. I forgot because wraps it all in a bow. Okay, I'm gonna actually answer your question now. Yuno's quest is a companion quest mixed with a main quest. I lost you. That's crazy, ain't you? I thought you were smart. No, yeah, like Yuno's quest is it's a companion quest mixed with a main quest. So it is not literally a companion quest, but it was made in such a way that the stuff that they revealed, it could have easily been not a main quest. Is like just you hear it. No, it actually is. This is a serious answer. This is like 100% serious answer. Like, hear me out. Hear the whole logic, okay? I am agreeing with you all that Yuno's quest was basically a companion quest. Not listening? Oh my gosh. The problem with it being considered an actual companion quest is that there were things that were mentioned in it that would not have made sense in a companion quest, and the community would have lost out if they were actually trying to pay attention to the story. It was very strange. I did not like the way they did it. Long story short. So does that make sense? Like it's very much, for all intents and purposes, a companion quest, but they put main information inside of it to where it's like, if you were just to say, yeah, y'all should have just called that a companion quest and left it at that, people would have ended up missing out on context. It's a main quest that's formatted like a companion quest, basically Chakona's quest. Yeah, it's like Chakona's event quest. Like, it would have been better if it was like Chakona's event quest. The problem is people skipped Chakona's quest. Like, a lot of people skipped Chakona's quest. And I think the writers were like, ah, dang, so many people are skipping Chakona's quest. Because mind you, in the live stream for Chakona's quest before it came out, the devs were like, oh yeah, we're doing something very special with Chakona's quest. They were trying to get most normal people to pay attention to do Chakona's quest. Because if you did Chakona's quest, you'd be like, dang, this feels like a main quest. And if I'm being honest, Chakona's quest felt more like a main quest than Yuno's quest. Honestly. But Yuno is in 2.7. If Yuno's quest was companion quest and someone didn't want to do her quest before doing 2.7 story, it would be kind of weird because Yuno is supposed to not exist anymore. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It was, I think the reality is the way they handled Yuno's quest should have been different. But it's like, yeah, it's in a weird space. Because like I said, you wouldn't have saw a videos, right? You wouldn't have saw what a videos was going through. Ain't no way people skipping my lovely bar Chakona's quest. They really did. You would not have seen what a videos went through. You would not have the context. Because truth be told, nobody actually knew that Yuno's existence disappeared. The only way you would have known is if you talked to Bartolomeo, I think his name is, in the front of the Tetragon Temple. I only knew about that because you all told me when I was streaming it. Most people did not talk to him. They didn't know to talk to him. So that had to be revealed in the quest. And so, I appreciate you, so my face right now. BitX, what are you talking about? This is like legitimately like a solid discussion. I felt this way about Forlova's quest as well, but it was more streamlined on the side of the main story than on the companion portion. I don't know if that's a result of her being a villain or just that she was so central, so much information in general. I'm curious to see if this will be the case with additional characters and stories moving forward. I prefer it this way though. Wait, you prefer it what way exactly, Electrophobia? The only way people would know is because people kept memeing who's Yeah, exactly. But once again, we have to remember the general player base that is not on social media. Because the majority of the players are not on social media. Like the way that I used to be when I was just playing Genshin by myself, right? In my own spare time. Kuro is thinking about those players. And those players would have had no idea until they got to that part of the story. Now, you might have asked yourself, like I did before I talked to Bartolomeo, oh shoot, where's Yuno? Like I asked that question because I didn't even know about the thing, but I was like, wait, this big thing just happened and we just kind of finished the quest and we didn't even talk to Yuno to get her opinion. I was like, hey, maybe we'll talk to her next time. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there were certain things in that quest, like the whole concept of chaos, the whole concept of the prophecy and how Rover fits in the prophecy. There were parts of that quest that were very much main quest relevant, but it was packaged in what felt like a companion quest. And that's the issue. What do you think of Galbrena's animation? She looks amazing. Belafonte, thank you. What did I say? What did I say? I actually forgot what I called him. reminds me of a post someone who didn't do Chikona's quest but already done with the main quest, where Fenrico already died in the Chikona quest, and then I swipe Fenrico is alive again. Yo, no shot. Look, this is actually too zoomed in. Yo, are you joking? That's insane. That's insane. Bartolomeo, thank you. That's a One Piece character. Oh my gosh, that's a One Piece character. I saw Galbrena's eyes and I instantly blew up. Condolences. May you... That's actually a rest in pieces, legitimately. I shouldn't have... I'm sorry. Yeah, Bartolomeo's from One Piece. Yeah, no, listen, y'all, this is actually funny. Akito just said, someone didn't play Chikona's quest. They played 2.5 and then played Chikona's quest afterward and wondered why Federico was alive still. That is so funny. Oh my gosh. Yo, see, this is why it should have been a main story quest. They should lock quests behind quests. They really should. They really should lock quests behind quests. I am so serious. Chikona's quest was way too important to be a character fit. Yo, people are... That is crazy. He thought the Porsche had arrived. Oh my gosh. I prefer having characters' backstories intertwined within the story. Agreed. I dislike having them separate because it breaks the flow of information for me personally. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, it does. It does. But comparing Forlova's to Yuno's, I prefer the way Forlova's was over Chikona's. Yeah, agreed. That is actually so funny. He had quick revive. Oh gosh, that is good. Let's discuss why is the way Yuno's quest is done deemed as a problem. I don't know what they will make for every character. Seems like they will only do this for characters who are crucial to the main story. Phoebe and Chikona don't have that, for example. Don't have what? Chikona did have it technically, but this 2.7 patch, I swear I'm sleeping. No one wants to talk about it. No one wants to talk about it. What do you mean no one wants to talk about the 2.7 patch? I just set high expectations after seeing that Chimera and her drip marketing, thinking it will appear in combat too, since Augusta has a griffin. Yeah. I guess the idea, maybe we need to see her abilities a little bit closer, because in my mind, right, the closest thing, I love this picture of Cristoforo, by the way. Whoever created it, thank you so much. So in my mind, with Galbrena's like animations, the best that I could kind of muster in terms of like rationality around it is essentially the fact that like her ultimate has a snake, right? So it's supposed to be a lion. It's a chimera. It's a lion, a snake, and what was the other one? What was the other one? I'm tripping. Chimera is composed of a lion, a snake, and her pull animation is crazy. If only they put that effort into the combat. I think her combat looks cool, don't get me wrong. But yeah, we don't really see this thing in it. Goat. Thank you, a goat. Yeah, I don't know. We only see the snake part. We only see the snake part, if I'm not mistaken. I think her combat looks really fun, don't get me wrong. But yeah, we don't really see anything besides like the snake during her ultimate. I was thinking that she was gonna fight with the thing too, to be honest. Like, or at least it would be in the animations, but I don't know, man. Hey, look, all I can say is Qiuyuan is the GOAT. It might be in her idols. Yeah, it'll probably be in her idols for sure. Not a fan of the thematic execution of her kit compared to her concept thematic. Yeah, because like her kit seems like it's going for like the angels and demons sort of idea. And that is what they talk to us about. They talked to us like in her discussion. She had the whole angels and demons concept, but yeah. Do you know what caliber Galbrena has on her thigh? It's kind of strange in her Convene animation. She has some kind of shotgun shell, but I think she got 5.56 on her thigh. You know, Meteor, that's a really good question. I'm gonna have to defer to my military buddy on that one, and I'm gonna have to get back with you. But I'll ask him. Because I guarantee you he knows. Yeah. Lowest Astride patch ever? Wait, are you serious, Kuro? Diusu? Huh. Oh, hey. They added some stuff actually, from what I remember, because we have two login events this patch. Where is it? Yeah, we have Gift of Ink and Song and Gift of Approaching Dawn. And it's still the lowest patch? How do you know it's the lowest? Yeah, that's what I'm curious how we know that. They should have just shown her in the drip marketing. That would be a lot better. Yep, it appears in one idle and character menu animations. I thought she would be fighting with like an Echo. Yeah, exactly. I thought so too. I mean, the Echo is clearly like a character, right? But I think somebody said it pretty decently. The Echo might be similar to Abby, where like Abby's just kind of exists inside of Rover, and this thing might just exist inside of Galbrena. But her forte ability is still her own. If anything, it's just more so there for the purpose of like buffing her. Yeah, that's the best I can give you, honestly. Hey, what's up? This is Monkey 4. It can't be the lowest with the amount of content they put, bro. We get in a new area as well. Yeah, new area. Her Echo turns into her black wings, if I recall, if you look closely. Yeah, like I figured that's the case. It turns into the black wings. I think people just wanted to see the thing. And I did too. Don't get me wrong. I wanted to see it. But I think that's the logic. Gotta go for now. Thanks for the stream. I'll be around a bit later. Got you. Thought she would be fighting with... Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It is what it is. Unfortunately. But it is what it is. Echo turns it... Yeah. So if you check the WUWA wiki history page and compare the other patches to this one, check the number of events decreasing from 2.0 to 2.7. Well, yeah, I mean, just because the events decrease doesn't mean the asteroids do. You could have decreased events, but higher asteroid yield per event. So I think, yeah, you'd have to see what the yield is for each of these. And like I said, there's a new area coming out, plus there's 2 login events that give you asteroid. So yeah, I think it might be, we'd have to figure that out. That green guy's animations were crazy because I had zero expectations. Oh yeah, Qiuyuan, I'm absolutely, I'm more excited about him than I am Galbrena. And it's no shade to Galbrena. It's just putting respect on his name. Because yeah, bro looks absolutely, this man looks amazing. This man looks absolutely, oh my gosh, I can't. Man. S2 R1 instant. And if I can get extras, I will. That's all I can say. His damage is very low. I don't care. Like somebody in the comments said he could heal the enemies and I would still pull. And I'm just saying, first time I think to pull a male character. Really? That's actually impressive. That's actually impressive. He looks way too cool, man. What the heck? Now, I don't know if the damage numbers that people are talking about are final damage numbers. Because people are saying like, oh, the damage number is too low. I mean, the character hasn't come out yet. My goat homeless bamboo man. Yeah. People are saying that, but we don't know if those are final numbers, right? I don't really know what numbers you guys are talking about specifically, but I imagine if you're talking about leaks that, you know, they're not final numbers. I'll try him, but my luck sucks, so it will be hard. I'll feel you. You know what? I'll do polls for this guy, right? I'll do community polls. We did some community polls, and for actually. We can do community polls. Men equals skip. Hey, look, for you, maybe. His VFX and animations aren't an accurate presentation of his damage. I mean, I'm sure that's the case. But he looks cool. That's all I care about. If he's fun to play, I will force him to do damage. Do you see leaks? No, I do not look at leaks, and I also do not discuss leaks on this channel. Something that some of y'all might not know, I am technically an official creator for Kuro. I make lore videos for Kuro. So if you are interested in the lore, check out my YouTube channel. That's Life Lessons Gaming on YouTube. I would say hit exclamation point YouTube, but I actually have to replace that link because it's for a different channel name. And since I had changed my channel, yeah. But yeah, Life Lessons Gaming. There we go. This is the channel, and this is where you would go. Go to playlist and Life Lessons Lore. You can got 10 videos in there, and I'm working on a video as we speak, actually. And it should be coming out sometime next week before the patch. So yeah. Which is because some beta stuff should be raised awareness while they still can change. Hey, look, y'all got it. I believe. Then 2.7 will be very crazy. No, 100%. I'm very excited. Another Nightmare Nest. Yeah, there's another Nightmare Nest. When is Chisa coming out? Likely 2.8. So they do one patch with 20 plus events and one with less than 12, then another with 15, and then one with 6. Yeah, but Kuro, you have to understand, just because there's less events, that's not the same as less astrate. Less events does not equal less astrate. Because instead of doing 12 events, they could do half the events, but then for those 6 events, they increase the astrite to still be the same. Like if it's like 12 events and they all give 100 astrite, they could do 6 events and then just make those 6 events give 200 astrite, and you're back to baseline. When is Carthea rerun? I don't know. I'm about to say, has she rerun once yet? She hasn't rerun once yet. So honestly, maybe 2.8. I could see her rerunning like right before 3.0 or at 3.0. One of the two. Because like I think Jinshi, the Sentinel Resonator in Honglong, Jinzhou specifically, I think she came back in 2.0 or whatever. So Calculator's second alt animation had time stop effect, it seems, but the second alt was a sequence, so they had to remove it and add second alt to S0. Oh yeah, that's because people were complaining. People were complaining about it. I hope it's true. I really want to believe you, and I pray it would be like you say. Yeah, no, like I said, they usually keep that in mind. Like people have like a record of all the pulls for each patch, and you can even look at that yourself. Look up all the pulls you got for each patch, and then compare the events, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Jinchi came in 2.3. Oh dang. Oh yeah, but yeah, Carthea though. When did Carthea come? Because if I'm remembering correctly, was Carthea's first rerun at the end of 1.x, or was it in like 2.0 or something? Not Carthea, I'm sorry, Jinchi. Like her first rerun. AI WUWA. The damage thing is weird because people said Brant's damage was bad and he's one-shots bosses, so it's weird. Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see. Hey, Life, quick question. What's your thoughts on there not having another meaningful combat event for the 3rd patch in a row? Genuine question. Only thing that I can say for that is hopefully in 3.0 they are finished reworking Elusive Realm. Maybe they're just putting the majority of their I can't really think of any reasons other than that they're putting a lot of their eggs in the trying to improve Elusive Realm or bring that back. And so honestly, since 2.8 is supposed to be like a transition patch, if you remember back in the day, 1.4 was like Somnium Labyrinth, so maybe it comes back then. But yeah, that's literally the best I got you. 2.7 provision, I wouldn't trust those, are always wrong. What is this that you just posted, Shanome? What is this spreadsheet? Average pulls, links to pulls for every patch. Oh, okay, got you. And banners, got you. Yeah, that's the best that I can tell you. Okay, got it. Can you drop that in the Discord actually, and I can pull it up on screen? Yeah. Are you in the Discord actually? Why? Because, hey, buddy, ready. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Or is that yes? Why not? WUWA channel. Yeah, okay. So here it is. Got it. This is the Wuthering Waves pulls that we've received per patch. So apparently in 2.0 we got shoot. Okay, this is if you have a Lunite subscription. So we need to look at daily activity in-game modes, Kuro Shop, weapon pools, version pools, permanent content, mailbox, paid Pioneer Pod. So the top 2 don't count. Don't look at the top 2. That's for people who pay money. But why isn't yes? I was like, wait, you said why? Hey, what's up, Voodoo? Carthia is 2.4. 2.3 anniversary accident. Yeah. So yeah, I feel like she'll probably end up coming at the end of 2.x or the beginning of 3.0. Okay, so let's just start from 2.0. Obviously, well, that's like a brand new patch coming out, so not really the most relevant. Let's see. This one, 2.4, had over 100 convenes. 2.5 had much less, I guess, Fabricatorium. But then 2.6, we go right back up. And we end up getting more. And just for clarity, look at 1.4. We got more in 2.6 than we got in all of these except for 1.1. So that's actually something to keep in mind. Check the chart below. It's F2P per week. Okay, got you. But I'm just saying, like, apparently in the entire patch of 2.6, we got more than any other patch that wasn't a 2.0 basically. I want to say these look about the same, and then this one, but like essentially third best patch for pools. Now you could say, is it because this one was so low probably that they made it up for this one? But I think that's kind of where I talk about like balancing comes into play. And then for 2.7 is 70. Okay, so this is low. This actually is pretty low then. Let's see, 17.9. So one time recurring version events, permanent events. Okay, so yeah, if this is true, this might be a low patch then. 12.3 one time and then recurring. Okay, if this is true, this might be a low one, which if we're going by this graph would mean that the next patch is actually pretty high in pools comparatively. Early calcs always miss stuff. They announce later events and rewards and free pool events. I mean, yeah, and it's possible that it could just be early, so we don't really have all the information. Because honestly, I don't even know when this was made, to be fair. The live stream literally just happened, so I'm not really sure where they're getting the information from. But the point still remains, it's not really that much lower than 2.5. But even with that being said, they usually try to even it out, what I noticed. They usually try to even it out. So even if this patch is lower on pools, and that's only if, because we don't know how reliable these numbers are, the next patch would then be pretty stacked. And I wonder if the reason why some of these patches go the way they do is because of reruns, right? Like if there was a rerun right before this, then, or, before a certain patch, that might be reason for them to want to do less for the next ones. But yeah, so yeah, how big the map is, so forth, so on. So I think that's one of those things where you just gotta wait till it comes out and make your decision based on that. Is there any new map though? I forgot. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. But yeah, well, look, I gotta go. I gotta get some. Obviously, I got stuff to do. Working on a lore video. What I can tell you is this: the game that we're gonna be playing first is Silent Hill F. Yeah, we're gonna play Silent Hill F first. We'll probably end up playing it sometime this week. Coming up, F. We'll probably end up playing it sometime this week coming up. I'm gonna be done with my script and everything. So truth be told, we might end up playing it on Monday. It's a solid likelihood we'll play it on Monday. New map is mentioned Journey in Paradise. Exactly. Yeah. So I'll be making like a little Miss Life. I talked to Miss Life to make like a little graphic to like announce it for everybody and stuff like that. Maybe, just maybe, we can actually make a stream schedule this week. That would be awesome. But yeah, so that's the plan. Hopefully you guys are excited about 2.7 like I am, and I'll catch y'all God bless. Stay hydrated. Peace.